J.A. Stretford Paddock, this is the England watch-along, and I'm almost out of shot there. England and France have just kicked off. We've just finished the United watch-along, so thanks for joining us if you've stuck around for the England watch-along as well. Joining me now is Abdullah. Last time I spoke to you, I think you were in Qatar.
Yeah, I was, yeah.
How are you doing?
Good, man. Just enjoying the World Cup period, to be fair. I didn't watch any of the United games, so it'll be good to discuss it. For some reason, I put on MUTV and I couldn't get it up earlier.
Right, yeah.
But, yeah.
We will have that problem
the
from
United
time to time.
game wasn't the most memorable. United losing 1-0 to Real Betis. A pretty poor game by all accounts. Also with us is Mr. Ethan James. Ethan, how are we doing, bro? It's been a while since me and you did a video.
Hello, Jay. Yeah, very good. Obviously, I'm a big England fan. I love watching England. Really looking forward to this one. And this is the one really where I feel if England do win this game, I think we can win the World Cup, Jay. I believe it. I believe it.
I've been saying throughout it's going to be England, Argentina in the final. I've been peppering everyone's head with that online. But do you know what it is? I think I would have actually backed Morocco to beat whoever they get in the semi-final because they faced Croatia. They've probably given Croatia the best game.
Yeah.
Battered Belgium, battered them, and especially in that second half. Did great against Spain defensively. And then obviously beat them on penalties. Mentally so good in those penalties, just putting them away.
Yeah. And
then obviously beating Portugal today, we're no joke. We've seen what they did to Switzerland. I mean, there are some things you can say about Mbappe. There's some things you can say about Santos.
Yeah.
As a manager for Portugal, who looks like he'll be getting sacked tomorrow. But I think Morocco would have been serious, but they've got a lot of players on injections in terms of like injuries, really like just grinding through. They've lost the heart of the defence in Sias and Agadir to injury. I don't know if they'll be available for the next game. So I fancy England to just capitalise on that fact of, Morocco being sort of, injured and fatigued. But you never know what happens. That's if England make it through. We already look like France already look really lively in this game, so.
Yeah, France are looking lively. Ethan, you all right over there?
Oh, yes.
Distracted you. Sorry, bro.
No, sorry. Just making some production notes, that's all. No, absolutely fine, Jay. I'm a little bit nervous now. It's just kicking in. Obviously, we've just transitioned from
England are through here. Could be.
White Kane.
Was that Saka then through the middle there? He had a little bit of joy there. Sort of picked the pocket of the French defence, went through him. So it's been a lively sort of opening 2 minutes here. France looking lively with Mbappe and then Saka having a little bit of joy, but Harry Kane's ball wasn't the greatest.
Interesting, Jay, as well. England have decided to stick with a back four for this game because I was getting a little bit anxious seeing, obviously, the French front line's pretty unbelievable. So I was calling all week just to maybe stick Kyle Walker in right centre-half, Maguire and Stones in the middle just to try just to try and keep them out. But it's a positive decision from Southgate to stick with a back four.
It is, but I think a lot of the time sometimes people can. I don't think it's the case with England, but a lot of the time teams can go to a back three and actually hurt themselves in that sense. I remember a weird example of this was like Juventus a few years ago. We were playing them in Champions League away in Turin. They had a good record at home, but whenever in Serie A that season they'd go to a back three in the game, they'd just concede because they'd just be pinned back and then just be inviting pressure. I remember we scored 2 goals in the end with Mata and that weird cross in the back post. Yeah. But that's why I remember that's one of the examples of it doesn't always work out well defensively when you do that. But I feel England can always make that adjustment mid-game because I think a lot of these players have played in those roles, Trippier in the wing-back roles, who I really like, especially in that role. I think Kyle Walker obviously is fantastic as a right centre-back. Maguire, Stones, that back three have played together across 2 major tournaments. So yeah. I think they can always make that adjustment in game. But you know what? I think Man United bias aside and Rashford and stuff like that, but I would have honestly really, really started Marcus Rashford in this game. I feel like
I completely agree on the Marcus Rashford front. I would have started him. It's a bit annoying that we didn't. So I'm just going to get his laptop. Get involved in the chat in the comments as well and let us know what you think about the fact that Marcus Rashford isn't starting. England do have a free kick. Luke Shaw's about to take it. We will get the time and everything sorted in a minute, but we're about 4 minutes 48 in. Yeah, that's better. Thank you, producer Callum there. So I'm fully in shot there, me and Ethan. So Luke Shaw about to fire one in. Get involved in the comments and the chat and let us know what you think about everything. We were talking on the United Watch Along about that Marcus Rashford news. Bit disappointing, but I do expect him to feature at some point.
Yeah, I just think France have been good. There's no doubt they've been great throughout this tournament.
Yeah.
I went to watch them in the Tunisia game where they lost. Obviously, they changed the team quite a lot. But one thing that I've noticed with France throughout the tournament is there's always mistakes. I think Koundé at right back hasn't been great. I think he would have been a brilliant option to be running at Koundé, Rashford, and things like that. But it just feels like it gives you a different dynamic in terms of the balance. I think with Foden and Rashford in that Wales game, it just clicked into place. And Kane, you always feel like when Kane gets on the ball, Marcus always makes that run central, which is sort of, he doesn't really have anyone that finds him enough in that way at Manchester United. But for England, it's like he was on for like 40 seconds in the Iran game. I remember like as soon as he's on, Kane just picks it up, bang, he's going straight in for it. Kane finds him. Start of the Wales game, same thing, Kane finds him. And then throughout that game, Phillips hits the ball over the top. And I think this setup for England is actually perfect for someone like Marcus Rashford, and that's why. But again, you do need game changers. I actually think Saka would have been the type of player that I bring on to change the game, because I think he can 1v1 a defender.
Yeah.
That's a great ball.
Oh my God! Giroud just attempted a scorpion kick.
Did he just try? I thought so.
Yeah.
Giroud trying to do a scorpion kick.
Do you remember his scorpion
Crystal
kick
Palace.
against Crystal Palace
That was brilliant.
when he was at
You know
Arsenal?
what's funny? Two happened that weekend. Do you remember the other one?
It was the Mkhitaryan one.
Do
wasn't it?
you know what made me laugh about that Giroud one? They were drawing that game, or that was the equaliser. And there was 2 minutes left, and he was doing that silly celebration.
Yeah.
And do you remember Oxlade-Chamberlain ran over to him to grab him, to say like, "What are you doing? Come on, man, we can win this." I remember everyone was making out about that sort of mentality. Ivan Fedorsov says, "Lads, that's sober as fuck cup. Is that a Stretford Paddock cup? Thinking of a Christmas present for myself. It's actually, that was a present to me from Stephen Howson. So no, it's not. The telly's just gone off here as well, by the way, lads. So it's still 0-0, obviously. England just passing it around out at the minute. It's all happening here. Technical issues galore in Stretford Paddock Towers.
So it was a dead game then, Man United.
Man United game. If you watched the Man United game, it was poor, very poor.
Yeah.
Just not really much happening, not really any action. It was good to see Zidane getting some minutes, but other than that, there wasn't a lot to shout about. Kobe Manu as well. Some of the youngsters getting time, getting some minutes.
Was he any good, Kobe? Because
He did all right.
last
Yeah.
Scored the game before, didn't he?
Yeah, it was one of those where it just was the epitome of a meaningless friendly.
I hate these games that we're playing. Like, just you don't get anything out of them really, and like in terms of as a fan, like it doesn't really give you a perception of.
Can we make that bigger so we can see it?
A fair perception of a lot of these young players and that, but.
Yeah, you might just have to drag the thing at the
Probably
bottom.
have to do that a couple of times before it works.
No, you just have to drag it, make it.
Chance here for France on the right side. We'll put it in again. Trying to find Giroud a couple of times already in the first 10 minutes or so. You said you wouldn't have Giroud at Man United, Jay.
I wouldn't
Why?
because he's old. Also, yeah, he's having a good World Cup, but I don't think that's a reason for Manchester United to buy him. What is he, 34?
He's younger than Ronaldo.
I know.
As a Ronaldo replacement, he got an extra few years on him there.
I don't know. Would you have Giroud at Old Trafford?
I mean, the thing is, the whole Olivier Giroud factor. People just laugh at
France
you.
have a corner here, by the way.
If you say you want Olivier Giroud, but I can't look at what he's done the last 2 years and say, you know what, he probably wouldn't do something at United. He probably would come in and probably bag goals. He'd probably have a good period.
Yeah.
I think he'd actually do well. I went to watch Milan-Napoli, and in that game, generally one of the best striker games I've watched this season. He's just holding the ball up, bringing others into play. Even the goal he scored, he was on the edge, just waiting for the pullback from Theo Hernandez, and he's got such variety in the way he's scored goals since he's joined AC Milan. So yeah, I mean, I've not seen any rumours or anything, but if you're asking me, would he do something at United in the next 6 months? We shouldn't really be targeting someone like that. But I mean, if he comes, he probably would score some goals, for the next 6 months. But I think Man
He's just
United
waiting for United to make that longer term signing.
that's the issue. It's just that we shouldn't. That's why we shouldn't be looking at that. I think we just.
Who do you want then? Who's this longer
Come
term
on,
signing?
Abdullah, you've done your own work. Who would be your ideal signing?
I think
for United?
it really depends of where Man United want to go. So, you got Joao Felix, who we watched.
Was that Drew? Yeah.
Great effort, to be fair.
Yeah.
And
he's done well
Pickford is
there.
fuming.
Sorry, Best Hijacker says, Jay, you didn't read my super chat. Listen, bro, I'm going to buy and John Shin tickets to fly to Dublin. Sorry. Oh, yeah, I've just seen that. John said you guys being ticket for person in US. I don't know. And then he's done another super chat. Sorry, Best Hijacker, I missed that first one. Says, Jay, you didn't read my super chat. Listen, bro, I'm going to buy and John Shin tickets to fly to Dublin. If you're buying John Shin a ticket to fly to Dublin, that's amazing.
Wow.
Can you buy me a ticket?
like
to
a
go
grand.
back to
I
Qatar?
know, yeah, but the Urmston Strangler says, oi, tell Ethan I will get him a bit at the Epicurean next time I see him.
Yeah.
And you lot are all welcome there.
I bumped into the Urmston Strangler yesterday at the
did ya?
Epicurean in West Didsbury. Yeah, he said he recognised me from Paddock and Stop Your Drew's podcast, and he
That's
said,
a scary name, that.
"Yeah,
Why would you call yourself that?
the Urmston Strangler,
Hey, I
just to
understand
strike
Urmston.
fear."
That just
Yeah.
sounds like something that pops up in the MEN, like when someone's gone on like 10 murders in Urmston and Stretford and shit.
The Urmston Strangler. It's like, do you remember all that
Strikes
stuff
again.
with a pusher?
Oh yeah.
Right.
The Manchester pusher. What pushes people in canals, Jay?
Yeah,
is that
it was
right?
a rumour doing the rounds that there was a guy called, there was a pusher.
That's such a weird thing. Imagine
I'm
just
not
walking
sure
at night,
how.
you see someone going on a shoulder.
Yeah. It was like, because there was all these like people that would fall in the
That was-
canal and die, unfortunately,
Bloody
especially
hell.
in the winter. But it turned out, I think a lot of them were just drunk and
Drunk
stuff
people.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fair,
but then there
a lot-
was
the canal.
Stay
throughout
safe.
there
town
was
and
like
that.
this documentary saying, oh, there was a pusher going around. I was working as a reporter at the time. I don't think there was a pusher.
Is that
I
because
mean,
you didn't
used to
find
say,
him, Jay?
You're not
Yeah.
a detective.
I'm
Yeah.
not a detective, but you don't have to be a detective to work out or to think that there isn't really someone murdering people especially when you're covering those stories. Do you know what I mean? And also, you're right. I'm not a detective, but I did interview detectives that were investigating, and they all agreed that there wasn't a pusher. So
How would they figure it out though? Because like, if someone just does that, pushes you over, and you go in water, there's gonna be no DNA, is there? Anywhere.
it's not just that though. It's like someone pushes you. Like there's cameras on these certain parts of the canal. Was there anyone
No,
else
I'm
down
saying
there?
that-
No.
But then wouldn't they see if those people, the cameras aren't involved? Because otherwise it'd be case closed, no discussion.
No, but like, was there anyone even around there at that time other than the victim?
No, but then that's the whole point of that pusher guy, because he's meant to be like,
Oh, Kane's got a
Harry
chance
Kane.
here.
he's meant to be on the
Go
low
on.
key.
Right. Okay.
See,
Sorry.
this is where Rashford would have been good.
Yeah. Of course.
Because
he
you know
would have.
when Kane gets on that ball there, you
Yeah.
just know Rashford's making a run inside straight away.
Yeah, Tom Hines says, didn't the documentary spend an hour saying there was a pusher, then conclude there probably wasn't a pusher? Yeah. There was just literally zero evidence to support the idea that it was a pusher. That's the thing. So, yeah, there could be, but then there could be, there could not be, and the evidence says there isn't one. Do you know what I mean? That was the issue. It was just like a bit of a urban legend.
What do you think about Saka pushing Rashford out of the team?
Segue.
What do you think of that, Trey?
I just don't get it, man.
Why don't you get
I
it?
don't get
Why do you- is it
wouldn't
because you
play
don't rate-
Marcus Rashford against this team?
Do you not rate Saka and Foden? Do you think he's better than them two?
I think they're both class, and I think all three of them have something that they offer to the team at a great level, and I think all three have performed well. Obviously, Foden took a bit of time to get into the tournament, but you can't disregard his class. The one thing I'll say about Foden, I think as England go on in the next few years, you'd play him either...
Oh,
Who was that, man?
Henderson,
Jordan
yeah.
Henderson with a poor pass.
Shocking.
Here
pass.
come France.
In answer to your question, and he's just almost giving me a reason, I drop Henderson, and I think you can play Foden down the
But
middle.
I was going towards that, so...
Like, you don't have to have Jordan Henderson
Against
in
the
this
French, though, would you?
Yeah.
Would you have someone like Foden?
100%.
With the
He
thing-
offers more than Henderson.
That's
But
what I want to say
defensively-
down the line. I'd go with the...
And I think Henderson's a waste of space. I'm sorry, I do.
I think the thing is down the line, I think I would go with Foden in that midfield. I was literally going towards that. And then you could play Saka, Rashford off Kane. Like, how good is that?
Yeah, that's mint.
Brilliant to watch. And then you got game changers. You have got Grealish. You've got players that are coming through in that team. But
What would
yeah.
you do, Ethan? Who would you play? Because you've not got as much
Well,
of
you
a dog
see,
in the fight.
if it was more of a defensive formation, if England were playing a back five and say a 5-2-3, which is what I probably would have done because I'm Mr. Negative
Nice.
and I really rate
No,
the
I
France.
get that though.
But-
I hear that.
Yeah, I just think France is really good. By doing like a 5-2-3, I would have maybe a midfield of Rice and Bellingham. Bellingham can be a bit of a box-to-box player. Rice can kind of be the anchor.
Yeah.
That means obviously Jordan Henderson doesn't get in. Then if you're doing that, I would have Marcus Rashford there. I just feel like players like Saka, he's really rated for his like tracking back and his hard work rate. Not to say that Rashford doesn't,
But
but
then
Saka's
Rashford
just
won the
brilliant at
ball
getting
from the
back.
front like twice against Wales, like one
yeah.
for the goal, one.
Good, really good pressing. Yeah.
So that I think it's just about the balance. So last game, okay, fair enough. You're playing Senegal. You're looking at a team that are probably going to sit deep, try and make things difficult. I think obviously
Yeah.
England unlocked them eventually at the end of the first half. But when you look at that Wales game, obviously you can't really judge off Wales and Iran, but France are going to leave space, and I think Marcus Rashford would hurt them with space.
That's what I'm thinking.
And I think actually Saka would be a brilliant game changer because he just offers it all, gets him behind the fence,
Hey,
faces
I
up
thought that was a
players.
free kick there.
I think that's a free kick.
Saka getting dragged down on the right side, and now France can break. I thought he got dragged
I've not
down
seen
there.
France's team, to be fair. Oh, I'm gonna have a look because I'm interested.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah. I'll bring up France's team here.
3 players around Mbappe, and he can still pass around them, dance past Rice's
Mbappe's
tackle,
been a
and they're still
big
going.
problem.
He's so good, Mbappe. Was really hoping he was injured, and the rumours were true.
Griezmann's been great this tournament.
Yeah, strike, what a
What?
goal.
Oh,
What a goal.
Choumeni, wow.
Oh, my God.
Fucking
That's
hell, man.
incredible.
16 minutes. That's how long it's taken.
Because I wanted to see the midfield, which was interesting. That's a fantastic effort.
What a goal.
And this is the issue now, because this is where, like, you're not going to make use of some of those players on the bench.
Sorry, so the France team, what I can see here is Lloris, Hernandez, Upamecano, Varane, Koundé, Choumeni, obviously, Rabiot, Mbappe, Griezmann, Dembele and Giroud.
That John Stone's making the point there. We thought there was a foul at the top of the pitch when Saka got brought down.
Yeah,
but
no, I
it's,
thought-
it's too early a stage in play for them to pull it back.
That was a foul, I think, on Saka, to be honest.
That's what I thought.
This is
and
poor from England, though. They're getting picked out.
Rice
all
just
over
couldn't
the
get
place.
anywhere near there to Mbappe. Just teed up on
That's
the edge
brilliant.
there.
The whole play is great.
It
though.
is. Watching
There
in
you
a
go.
bird's eye view on
That's
that finish.
fantastic.
Am
That's what Real Madrid are about,
Am I
innit?
being harsh on Pickford there?
Yes.
Can he do better from getting beat
maybe.
from 30
It's
yards
just,
away?
I think it's just an
Maybe, but I
incredible
think
strike.
he's. You know what it is?
Yeah.
The shot doesn't even look like it's on.
It's
in a way.
swerving away
Yeah,
from
he's-
Pickford
Yeah,
as
all
well.
right. No, I hear that. Just throwing it out there because it is a long distance
Oh, that's
to be beaten from. But you're right. It's
Unreal
going away
goal.
from into the bottom corner. It's in the side netting, innit? It's a difficult one.
Yeah.
England got it all to do now because we've got to get at France and they can counter.
Yeah.
That's the issue, I think, now.
Mbappe on the counter is not what you want.
And now I think even if you make the changes that you think would change the game, as in Rashford and a couple,
Yeah.
they need space more. So it's in a bit of a difficult situation. Again, for me, that midfield three just doesn't need to happen for England. Like, you don't need that many like ball winners. I get it worked against Senegal and Henderson scored and it was all great, but when we look at the all-round game, like if you played Foden, like you said, in that midfield, or even Grealish,
Yeah.
if you look at his Villa days when he played as part of a three in the middle, like,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's.
Go on, Saka, son.
I think
Well, it's not over yet. There's only
Hey!
70 minutes left. There's a foul there, surely. Was
On
that
the edge of the
Bellingham?
box,
This
Bellingham
ref-
got pushed
this ref
over, but
is a
not
bit-
given again.
Did you see the ref in the Argentina game? He was lost. His
Hey,
mind.
we'll have
Oh,
that
ref,
one.
Free
man.
kick there. Surely.
Joe-
Hey,
Ah.
third time lucky.
Free kick. Suits a left footer.
This is where I really like Saka, to be fair. Like, this is where I think he's gone up a level for Arsenal. Like, in those situations where he could just go in and out.
Do you know what when he impressed me? He impressed me a lot when he came to Old Trafford this season.
Yeah.
Because he saw Malacia all over the gaff. And
Yeah.
I like Malacia. But that was the first time when you're like, oh my God, this guy's going to struggle.
Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw's the only left footer, isn't he?
You know, he would have been good there.
Trippier.
Yeah. Actually, to be fair, Trippier doesn't. You watch Newcastle, obviously, but like Tripp isn't really hit them from that angle.
Nah.
He's more like central.
Who would you
Well,
have
he'd still
there?
hit him.
Yeah, it's true.
Because it suits the left foot of that, doesn't it?
Do you remember who took one against Celta Vigo for Man United in the Europa League from that exact spot?
Was it Marcus?
Yeah. Do you remember from that spot?
Was that the one where the keeper
And he got
went
it across.
in the goal?
No, that was Benfica.
Oh, right. 'Cause
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, the keeper
nah,
saved it,
Celta
but
Vigo was
2
like
yards.
Beckham-esque. It was like, he whipped it.
Luke Shaw.
There he is.
Beckham on
talking
the
about.
screen as you mentioned him.
Bex. Luke Shaw bagging.
Wow, Luke Shaw, if he bags this.
I don't see. Do you know when you look at the way a player strikes the ball?
And also, it's Luke Shaw.
Like,
it's not like.
I think no.
yeah.
Luke Shaw's got a great cross in him, but I don't know as Henderson might even be better off taking this.
Don't.
You know? I don't even know.
Ah.
Fair enough. He's got it over the wall, but just
Around the wall? Or through the
Best
wall?
Hijacker says, if you ever come to UK, it's beers times with Ethan and coffee with Jay and maybe
I
ketchup
think he's
fries
got
with
it.
Adam.
Maguire's gone out
Lovely.
the way there. Yeah, he's got
Around
it.
the wall.
Does. Oh.
Thanks, Best Hijacker.
It's frustrating because it's.
I think it's going to take ages to make any change, by the way. That is the biggest issue for England right now.
It is a bit random, isn't it, Luke Shaw on free kicks? Have you seen that for United?
Once or twice.
Really? Like, I've seen him take free kicks to ping him in. You know, like shooting from free kicks.
Yeah, he's never really... he's probably done it once or twice.
I
innit?
get that, like, if it's a left footer, you want a left footer on it.
He has got like a... he's good with set pieces, so maybe it's just... But then again, like I said, I think I would have actually given it Henderson there.
Don't know, man.
But what? Henderson's right footed, isn't he?
Yeah, he
Well,
is.
why
but-
couldn't we just give it to someone else with the proper right foot?
No, but Kane doesn't really... Does he hit them?
Yeah,
He takes them all the time.
You mean
Henderson's
to
good.
fire in or to have a shot?
No, because I think Henderson's good from that range.
Well, Kane takes
Like, do
them
you get
all
what
the
I'm
time
saying?
for Spurs.
Is it like he's got
but
a
he never
lot of
scores.
goals from that range? Like,
I don't know about a lot.
no, but like a lot of his goals are that type of thing. He's not scored a lot of goals, but a lot of his goals are in that way.
Oh, you're in
so
here.
good from Kane, by the way.
Go on.
What are you doing?
It's all right, mate.
No, that is so poor from Jordan Henderson, man.
He overhit that, I think.
He didn't over. What's he trying to do? What is even that? It's not
Obo.
overhitting it. It's not under it. It's, I don't know. He just
Go on.
kicked it up.
Can get in behind
That's
these, though.
poor, that, man.
What? What? What's he given there?
Is it a free kick to
Well,
England?
no,
What's
he
given there? I
he
can't see.
signalled for a throw into England, and then he's just brought it back. Okay, just kills the momentum a little bit.
Nah, I thought he could have dinked it into the middle when Kane got because there's
He's
people
almost
waiting
just got
there.
to drill that. Like, you either drill that or you got to find someone. Like, what
But it
is
just
that?
seemed- that's why I thought it looked to me like he just overhit. It went over everyone's head.
Because he looped it up. Like, he didn't even like proper cross it with pace. He just like kicked it up.
He's not doing very well, is he, so far? To be honest with you, England are a bit right. It's like a little chance there, so it's not all doom and gloom.
I think that's the issue you have though in that situation. Like, you get the mindset of starting someone like Henderson there as like a ball winner in a game like France and so on and so forth. But it's in those areas when you get in attacking positions, it's like they let you down in it because you need that bit of extra quality.
Just so deflating, that goal, isn't it?
Oh,
Just when it's a complete wonder goal
guys
as well. It's
keep
not unbelievably worked. They did well to break down the left side, but just when it's a strike
They
from
need-
like
oh,
20 odd yards.
I can't bother repeating it, but you can tell what they need. I'm gonna bother. Just honestly, it makes it. This was great from Harry Kane, by the way.
Brilliant.
So good.
Good goalkeeping by Lloris as well. Knows him well.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did. He came out very quickly
Yeah.
there, Luis.
that's clever. That from Kane. Just
Rolling him. Did he just try and dink it a little bit? Could have
bit
tried to get it
difficult,
more,
man.
didn't he? It's good from Lloris out quickly. Ooh.
I think England are definitely still in this.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course.
Second half is
Got
going
like
to be
70 minutes left, yeah. man.
France are like yet to completely convince me in this tournament anyway, so I feel like you can probably do something against France.
Yeah, yeah. No, I can agree with that, definitely. It's just they're so good, though, aren't they? On the day they can be. I know they've not been, like you said, this tournament. They had, like, was it a wobble against, was it Tunisia?
Yeah, I went to that, but they changed the
You
whole
went to that
team.
one?
Yeah, that was the one I went to, and that's the only game I think they've lost or dropped any points
What was that, sorry?
in the Tunisia-France game.
Well worked, lads. Oh, unlucky.
Yeah, I went to like a couple of the games I went to were just like underdog wins. It's like
Yeah.
Morocco obviously don't look like underdogs now.
Nah, but at the time, like,
Morocco, Belgium.
yeah.
I did fancy them though going into the game, and then obviously
They've
Saudi
been
Arabia,
in Morocco.
Saudi Arabia, Argentina was just mad. Like that's just insane game.
Go on, Harry.
Does so well.
Hey,
Penalty,
it's a
that.
pen.
He's rubbish.
He gives nouts.
Man.
He gives
That looked
nouts.
like a definite penalty to me then.
This ref's a joke.
He
you know.
I've got
gives
to see
The
the
thing
replay
is,
of that.
VAR might give that, so he might have to give that through VAR. But that's a joke. All right, let's see that.
It's a penalty. He's took his leg out.
Nah, man, come on.
Oh, that's
what more
poor.
contact?
That's poor.
It's a
In the
pen,
area,
man.
that's
Come
a
on.
penalty.
That's poor.
I think that's a penalty, you know.
Are they going to bring it
That's a
back?
pen, man.
Are they going to bring
There's
it back?
no way that is not a pen.
He just doesn't give anything.
This ref is
Yes,
a joke.
come
man.
on.
This
If it
looks
wasn't
like
for
a penalty,
VAR,
this.
this ref would be a joke.
He's rubbish him.
This ref is an absolute joke.
He's got blue and white eyes. Actually, does that work? Because England playing blue and white as well.
Nah, that's a joke.
That's a pen.
This ref you could just tell what type of ref he is. Because from the start of the game, a lot of these for England is not given.
Yeah. I mean, you could argue the Saka one again.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
that's why they want
There's
to help the
something wrong
French,
with this ref, man.
Yeah.
Could be a
it's
lifeline,
dodge.
this.
He'll get given because of VAR, innit? But
Fuck off. Voice of Peter Walton. I'm glad we can't hear him.
I hate that. He's
He
probably
does my
defending it.
fucking head in.
Whatever he says, it would be the opposite.
Why are they debating this? It's a penalty. The guy put his foot in between his legs as he's running. Why are we even having a look?
Come on. We need this.
God's sake, man.
Clever from Kane.
What is the wait for, man? He said no. You're
What?
taking
That's terrible.
That's a disaster, man. That the refs.
Do you know what? I didn't hear it, but I bet Peter Walton went, yeah, it's a penalty. And then he went, right, that's it. No penalty.
That's a robbery.
So, to make
I don't know why they've checked that and not
joke.
found it a penalty.
to sum
How
up
do
the
you
first
check that and
26
not get a
minutes,
Like, fair
Saka
enough
got
if you're not
fouled.
giving it.
Saka got fouled. The French broke and they scored and they went 1-0 up.
Yeah.
And then England should have had a penalty and it got waved off. And they didn't even call him over at the monitor.
This is like a United watch-along.
That's
Doing it,
ridiculous.
This sort of robbery.
that is actually just taking the piss.
Just look at it. Just go over and have a look. And if you go, you know what?
He
I
doesn't
still
need to look
disagree.
at it. The guy in the VAR room should just say it's a penalty. Man.
Yeah.
I just hate
But
this.
I-
it's not even just the England part. Like, I want England to win today, but it's the point of bad refereeing, bro. Like, I just hate it. They're saying it's outside the box.
Is that what they're saying? Okay. Well, it was
Wait,
certainly a
it's
foul.
Too close on the line. So wait, Acuna yesterday for Argentina, wasn't it within that same place?
Sam Z says,
That's
bright
a good point,
side,
actually.
most players will be back for Forest. Is that the
Is our
game?
first game back, or is it?
You got Burnley in the Carabao Cup.
That's good that we got that first, because just get warmed up in it through that.
That's so hard.
I think that was pretty much on the line, me. It was similar to the Acuna one. That was a bit more inside, but
At least England are getting there. Do you know what I mean? There's a little bit. There was a chance where Kane goes through. There's a chance there where Kane goes through. There was the penalty incident as well. You know, we're knocking on the door a little bit.
that was
so
great
it's not
play from
like
Harry Kane.
it's not like it's just all one-way traffic or anything.
What have the comments made of the foul on Saka? Is anyone else saying that? Or was that just something I'm
Some people just saying stop moaning.
banging the drum for? Yeah, fair enough.
It wasn't a penalty. It was outside the box.
Yeah,
Foul.
fair enough.
Jed's Dead Baby says the foul started outside the box.
Okay.
Brian Casey said it wasn't a penalty. His contact was outside the box.
Yeah. We don't get the audio.
I
as well
can't
that
scroll
explains
down
it,
because if I scroll down, I'm gonna see like
real time
what's going
stuff.
on. Yeah,
That's
because like
that
there's
was
a couple of bods who are
bad
doing like
touch.
running commentary on air of everything that's happening.
Go on, Saka.
Saka here.
The runs here are so trash, by the way. What are you trying to do there? Like, what is so many times when this guy
man,
touches
this-
the ball, this
yeah.
Henderson guy, it's just trying to figure out what he's trying
Kane.
to do. Kane, just have a hit, man.
Save that.
Great
Oh,
effort.
what a save.
Harry
Took a
Kane.
deflection. That
Harry Kane's look really good.
was that
Really,
Varane.
really good.
Was the deflection off?
Varane shouting.
Oh, no, I think it
It's a
wasn't a deflection
Rabiot
at all,
clean
man.
strike.
Just-
Doris.
Good save.
He's got to save.
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
He's made a
he's
bit.
got
He's
it
done a bit of a job out.
Good
there.
save.
Made it look.
Well, you
very
can't really go
spectacular.
across and catch it, though. innit?
Like,
You've got to
do
actually.
you know what I
put it out.
mean?
It is, yeah, it's not strong enough, but you can't really try and catch that.
Why not? Of course you can.
You reckon?
Yeah.
That'll slip through your hands.
Slip through your hands, you international goalkeeper, 150 caps. Come
Well,
on.
it was like
We could have
almost-
caught that.
Yeah, maybe.
Slip through your hand.
No, because it's one of them awkward ones. Because is it weak enough?
I don't know, man.
What a ball! All right,
What's going
someone
on?
just
Where
hit
is the
it.
ball?
Where's
even
the
see where that
ball?
is.
Oh my god.
Why is it just stuck there for ages? Oh man. To be fair, I'm surprised that England's control.
Playing well, England. They've responded really well to going 1-0 down. They've been unfortunate.
Yeah, they're still well in this. Jude, good pass out wide there.
Come on, Jordan. Let's be a bit more positive, I think.
This is where, like, I'm saying, if you have Foden in that area instead, he's just going to take a man on and, like, that a bit more progressive.
Go on, Bellingham.
That's a foul. All right, he's got it.
We'll take that. It's corner.
Corner. It's a corner.
It's corner. I don't know why he's left it.
It's a corner.
It is. It is a corner. No.
It's a corner. No, I'm done. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother anymore with this one.
I think they've conned the ref there. You know, because they've let it go out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's fallen for it.
I
did think that was a corner.
It's not
Certain it
good
was a
enough,
corner.
though, innit? Like, what a goal. Chimani's classing it.
25 metres, that's far out, isn't it, man? Do you know what I mean?
I'd do that.
He's only got little arms.
That is dodge, you know. Bro, he swung at his foot. He's gone down. He's
I
not even
thought
touched
at the
the
time
ball.
that's a free kick.
And I think that's a free kick.
Do you know what I mean?
Poor.
But why is everyone saying in the comments Saka wasn't a free kick? It's a free kick. He swung at his foot. It
Yeah.
was like, you know with the Ericsson Odegaard one at Old Trafford? It's like he swings at his foot.
Yeah.
He actually touches him, doesn't touch the ball, and they're like, oh, it's too soft.
And
Yeah.
they actually used the
It's not
technology
soft.
to review it.
The fact that you get a bit of his leg by swinging at him and stop him from getting to the ball means you're going to go and get the ball.
Yeah.
So that makes it a foul. It's not debatable. Like, if you don't get any of the ball and you kick someone in the process, it doesn't matter if it's soft or not, you're stopping them from getting to the ball.
England have been better this last 15
They
minutes
have.
or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
It's half is flying, though, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
been a lot of action.
It's just frustrating.
Mad how deep Kane's dropped there, isn't it?
He's been doing that a lot in the World Cup, hasn't he? This World Cup. You know, like last World Cup,
I
he
feel
didn't
like-
do that. He was like, last World Cup, he was always just in and around the box.
I
This
don't
World
think so.
Cup,
I
he
thought he
seems
was
to be
doing
like a lot deeper. Like, you saw him in it was at the Iran game, where he was just like almost in midfield for a lot of it.
But I think it
And
actually
in the
worked.
Wales game as well, to be fair.
But it actually works.
No, I'm not saying it doesn't.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
not my point. My
that's-
point is
yeah.
he's been dropping a lot deeper.
But I think then if it is to work, you need an inside forward. A proper, just like, someone with a mindset of, I need to get in on goal.
Rashford.
Yeah.
But even then, no.
Well, you
but
saw it
even
against
then,
Wales, though, didn't you?
Yeah, you did.
It did work, to be
Even
fair.
without Rashford, I think when you're in need of a goal, which I don't know if England
Oh!
That's shocking, that.
shocking that.
We've
So
been so sloppy. Who was that? eh?
Bellingham.
Bellingham, of all people.
Well done,
Walker's done brilliant.
Kyle
Yeah,
Walker.
he has done well.
Tell you what, when I went to that,
Hey!
I've watched a lot of Kyle Walker's games, watching Premier League games here, but he impressed me in that Wales game. Because I think Trippier has not had a great World Cup. I'm a big Trippier fan. To
Yeah.
be fair. I think
He's
had
a
great
decent
season.
player, though, isn't he, Walker?
He's a good player,
Right.
Walker, yeah.
He's always been like.
He's probably
there or
been-
thereabouts.
I don't know, in my era of watching, because obviously I've only watched a certain amount of Premier League football, he's probably been the most consistent right back. I think in terms of like a title winning team, because I've not watched I never watched Gary Neville like when I was younger and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I only caught the end of G-Nev, like, and I think it was like 4 or 5 years of Neville just like playing like 5 games a season. It was like the Champions League season when we won it in 08. He barely played in it.
Go on, Saka. Hey, you have that one!
No.
Oh, man. That looks a foul as well, you know. I thought that was a foul.
The players didn't protest, which made me think.
But he
it's
pointed at the
not.
ball, didn't he? the
But
ref? I
yeah,
have to
yeah.
see it again
And
when
he's
he got
That
the
must
ball.
be an inch perfect.
He's closer than us.
They've done all right in like nullifying the wide man, which is not easy because I think when you watch Mbappe and Dembele in any other game, they're usually running right. I mean, it's still open for things to happen, but that's the frustrating part for England. If you thought a goal would have come, it would have been through one of them guys.
Yeah. It's just annoying, isn't it, man?
Sitting deeper again, letting them pass the ball around a bit. But it's been a good 15 minutes or so from England.
What do you think of Bellingham, Ethan? Do you think he's
I think
all
he's
about
brilliant. Oh.
as good as people are saying?
I think he's as good as the people are saying. Obviously, I know United have been linked to
Yeah,
Bellingham, and we've done a few stories on him, but
yeah,
I don't
think
know
that's going to happen.
well, yeah. What did you say to me the other day, Jay? You could have signed him from Birmingham, and that didn't even work out. So how are you going to get him from Dortmund?
I think it's difficult now with Liverpool seems to be in pole position from what we've been reading.
Yeah. And he is all about it, I think. He is class, isn't he? And how old is he? 19?
Yeah.
My God, he's amazing.
What about you, Abdullah? Would you have him at Old Trafford?
What?
Bellingham. Do you think he's as good as people say?
Of course, man. I would have had him when he was like leaving Brom, like Birmingham.
Yeah. We tried, didn't we, man? We pulled
We
out
did.
all the stops.
Saw him to Carrington, everything.
And
Yeah,
everyone-
I think his heart's always been set on Liverpool.
You think?
Yeah, he's a Liverpool fan.
Oh, is he?
He
I didn't
seems
know
very
that.
pally as well,
He's a
doesn't he, with
big-
Henderson
he's a big
and
Gerrard
Trent,
fan, innit?
Alexander-Arnold.
That's like his idol.
Well
Gerrard.
done, Saka. That's why Saka gets back. That's why he starts.
Don't forget to hit like as well if you're watching. Let us know what you think of the game so far. Ian Dole says, Bellingham value after this World Cup, nothing more than 50 million. Don't know about that, bro. Hey. Punch Paint says, playing in Germany helped Bellingham immensely.
Yeah, spot on.
I
playing
think the fact that he
regular
had
football-
a full season in the Championship helped him even
Yeah.
more.
They retired his number, didn't they, after he...
Yeah,
he
and we all
finished
laughed
there?
at them.
Yeah.
And to be fair,
He
it's still
was
a bit
on-
ridiculous, but
He was unreal.
they've got more of a
Like,
point.
the things he was doing at 16 in the
Mate.
Championship, he was bullying people.
Seen that? There's a guy in the crowd with a trumpet.
The Barmy Army.
Hey. Fucking hell. England fans are moaning about vuvuzelas. There's someone with a trumpet.
I met the Barmy Army before.
What's the Barmy Army?
It's just the England supporters who go around with their instruments and that.
Really?
Cheering
What, it's a
on
thing,
England.
like they take
Yeah,
trumpets
this the
and
Barmy
drums and all
Army.
that?
Yeah, that's
I
what you
just
hear
thought
them
it
all the
was one
time.
dude
Yeah,
with,
that's
like,
what
a
I hear.
No,
in the
no,
stadium.
Barmy Army.
Really?
When I went to the Wales game, it was popping off.
Was it?
There's a lot of instruments going on.
Was that?
It's like, and it's here.
I had a photo with them at England versus Canada women.
Yeah.
At the
How many's in the,
Manchester
Barmy
City
Army?
Academy Stadium thing. It's just a big group of blokes with their instruments and
So they
that.
go to England women games as well.
Yeah,
They
class.
get,
Inclusive
apparently,
and that.
according to Dave Pritt, they get free tickets to every England game. That's
Oh,
all right, innit?
wow,
Bring
there
your
you go.
trumpet, You get a free,
Class
free
that.
ticket, man.
I can play
Aye.
the trumpet, Jay, a
Can
little
you?
bit. Tried the trumpet, the saxophone. Do that
When
a
you
bit.
say try
recorder.
and when you say I can
You
play,
do it.
I played it for-
what's the what
Like, I
level?
tried to
done-
play football, but I don't play for Man United.
Yeah.
Done the trumpet for maybe 4 years,
Really?
and then I've done the saxophone for
That's
like a
good.
year.
Yo, what a ball!
I
he's
wasn't
nearly
very
pulled
good
that
though.
off.
Can you
But-
play Baker
Right.
Street by Jerry Rafferty?
Yeah,
Good lad.
that's the first thing I.
Have you got a saxophone?
I don't own a
Do
saxophone.
you own a
sadly.
trumpet?
Don't own a trumpet.
Right, we'll
sadly.
get you a saxophone.
Will you?
What do you prefer, a trumpet or a saxophone?
I'm better at the trumpet. I'm shit
Right.
at the saxophone.
Get you
I also used to let my reeds get mouldy because I never replaced them. The reeds, the bit on the end,
Poor
the mouthpiece, the wooden bit, used to get mouldy in that.
Oh,
No, it's not
no
good
one
for you,
wants
that, is it? Yeah. It's just that's how committed I was to the saxophone. Quite cool instrument, the saxophone, though.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, Sam Fender's got a saxophonist.
Oh, is that why you love
Yeah.
really old Sam
I
Fender?
love a bit of Sam Fender, yeah.
I've never listened to a single.
Well, you're missing out on life.
You've never heard of Sam Fender? You can't escape
I've
it,
seen
man.
him online, but like I've seen people tweet about him.
Class.
His Newcastle,
The Newcastle
Newcastle
fan,
never
innit?
listened to his music.
Why don't you give him a listen?
Nah, man.
That's not
I
him,
can
is
it?
tell, I can
Yeah,
tell.
you can see.
What do you like, Abdul?
Tell.
What's your?
Yeah,
what do
what
you
sort
think?
of
What do you
music?
think? What do you think I listen to?
I don't know what you.
If you had to guess,
I think
How
you
would I
like,
guess?
like 80s power ballads, like Heart and Kiss and things like
Yeah.
that. Do you know what I mean? Bonnie Tyler. I
Yeah.
reckon you're a massive
Nah.
Hall & Oates fan.
I'm gonna say.
Maybe
Yeah.
a bit of Fleetwood Mac when
Ma-
the mood suits you.
Oh yeah, bit of you too.
No?
no.
No.
Go on then. Who do you like?
No, but the thing is, when that stuff's on, I do vibe to it. Like, don't get me wrong.
I
No,
was
is
only-
it
I
like
was only messing.
no? Is it like
Oh, there
I
was
don't
a shot
mind.
from Mbappe. Skied it over.
Yeah,
He's
skied it.
fucking
Like if I'm in a
shit.
setting and that's on, like I don't mind. It's just
Yeah.
some things I just can't like rock. I can't do.
What is your thing?
Luke
sorry?
Ora says, just came
Mine's
to like the video and
hip-hop,
say hi to
rap.
Jay. Hi, Luke. Go on. Hip hop.
Rap.
Rap.
Just that's my main.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite rap artist?
It's Drake.
Drake.
Drake's clear.
Right.
It's crap.
He's so clear of
Right,
everyone and everything
he's good.
in the music industry.
Fair enough.
Too many bangers, man.
I don't mind. I like Drake. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what I mean?
There's a rumor once.
I'm not a massive fan, but I listen to some of his songs and that. Yeah.
There's a rumor once in Factory in Manchester that Drake was going to turn up and do a special
Is it a
appearance.
rumour
Why
that you
would he
started
go there?
You
when
want-
you were
you-
9 pints in?
I was there. He did. Yeah.
Hey.
I've done that kind of
Tell
thing
you what,
before,
Drake's
yeah.
coming in a minute, and I've got his number. You want to meet him?
This is what England need there. You know, like Foden coming all the way across, because I feel like he's not getting the ball out there at all.
Oh, for fuck's
He's
sake!
off.
Oh, he's on.
Oh, he's on.
I was going to
Nice.
say, what a
He's
run
got
that
the
is from Bellingham.
Lovely.
England
This
looking
is
better,
good,
man.
this.
Much
Just-
better.
Score a goal.
You know what? Great ball.
Score a goal. Oh.
Someone should be there.
Mm.
Some good combination, to be fair, like combination plays from England. It's just, oh, sticky.
Oh, nice.
Maguire
Didn't
did
realise Harry was there.
Thought
he was just
Maguire and
outshot.
Stones are just on it, aren't they, together, man?
Yeah, to be fair, they are solid together. I was gonna say Drake shares the same birthday as Wayne Rooney and me as well.
Really? You're all the same age now?
Yeah.
I was-
No, same. Sorry, we celebrate the same.
I was seeing this share the same birthday as Posh Spice.
Do you?
Yeah,
That's sick, that.
24th of
innit?
October, me.
really sick.
Goated. It's for the goats.
Who do you share the same
I
birthday?
don't. I can't remember. There's the footballer that we were linked with not long ago, and
Sesko.
and
Not long ago.
I can't remember which one it was.
God, it's too
'Cause
many.
I remember saying, "Oh, Declan Rice, that's it."
Oh, Rice,
Yeah, I've
well.
got the same birthday as
What,
Declan
what's
Rice,
the date?
14th of Jan. Because I remember when I was
Who
doing.
else? Let's see. Do you know when he do famous
Yeah, yeah.
people list?
So I've got
Jimmy Savile. Is that?
Wow.
Is that? Don't worry. Makes sense.
What do you mean it makes sense?
I think it's because like
How's
the
this gone from who's got a famous birthday? So you making up that I've got the same birthday as Jimmy Savile? So you saying it makes sense? Hey, when's your birthday?
Mine's 24th October.
24th of October.
Why did you just stop?
I was gonna I was gonna look.
I've got mine's cold.
Drake. Oh yeah, you said that.
Drake,
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie.
Hey.
Why is he Rooney all the way down there? Like he's not the most famous of the lot. Disrespect. Don't know, like them other lot.
Rhett Leroy, YouTube star. I don't know who that is.
That'll do me though. Drake.
Chase King.
How's PewDiePie one above Drake and Wayne Rooney on that list?
I don't know, man. You'll be up there one day.
Yeah. After the stream when we hit 1 million views.
Yeah, man. You know that. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget as well, we are going to be in Dublin on the 30th for an event. Myself, Stephen Alson, who's just got a booking there.
Kyle Walker's done very well. Like.
Walker drew forward and Griezmann took him out.
That's good. That
Good.
it's good.
Really good from Walker.
Griezmann's like he's been that guy in midfield for them.
Mm.
It's weird, isn't it, seeing him like deep in midfield?
Bit deep, but yeah, it is.
But
It
he's
is.
done so well for them, Griezmann.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's quite aggressive in his style off the ball, so it's good that he got a booking.
Good from Walker as well to just break out because they can press, and if you can break that press and just get through them.
That's what I feel like England
Yeah.
need now. Like a lot of moments where they just need someone to be on the
A
dribble.
lot of people slagging off Henderson in the chat.
Maguire's good at that as well.
The
He
word
can do
says,
that, you know.
how did Henderson make this side? Henderson off, Phillips on.
He's not. The thing is, he'll sub anyone in that midfield off before Henderson, and that is the issue. Like I got killed because I said like I think I would rather have like someone like Foden in the midfield in the Senegal game, and then he ended up scoring.
Yeah,
It
I
feels
like
like-
Foden in midfield, man.
It just makes sense because bro, you'd kill teams if you had Foden, Jude, and Rice. Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd kill teams, man. Like because then you have Foden feeding them too as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you'd have Foden feeding Rashford and Saka, for example. Jude is box to box. We know how good he can be at both ends, and then Rice can just be the guy sitting deep. Like it looks so good. But yeah.
People like someone saying Tuchemani is better than Bellingham. He might be, but it's not. That doesn't mean Bellingham's not good.
Isn't Tremaine like 3 years older?
That's what I mean. Like you know, just
How's-
because someone's not as good as someone else doesn't mean they're not a good player.
Yeah.
Nah, I think Bellingham's good. I do.
I think it's
Class.
He's top, man.
I'm just trying to convince myself he's not all that because he's going to go to the Scousers.
The thing that he gives you though is that intensity as well.
Do you know what I mean?
Better
He's
than
got
Henderson.
so much
What?
energy.
Better than Henderson when he goes.
Yeah,
in
I'll
and
give you that.
plays.
He is better than Henderson.
The thing is with Henderson, like a few years ago when like the Scouts was winning the Champions League and the Premier League and stuff, like he was, to be fair, in his like best run. Ooh, he was like in his like best sort of period of form. But again, even then, like he's had so many poor games for Liverpool over like the last year.
The worst thing was when they beat us 5-0, the way we made him look like Paul Scholes.
We made them all. Like that midfield
That little ball that he gave to Salah, I was like, how are you giving him all that space?
Bro, they had
to let him
Milner,
do that?
Keita and Henderson in the midfield.
Fucking
and we let
joke.
them do that.
Hey, that was
Tackle
bit
that.
heavy.
Nothing wrong with that.
Upamecano.
Too hard.
Upamecano.
Too hard.
To count.
Do you remember when who got made a joke out of Upamecano in that Leipzig game?
Go on.
Rashford's hat-trick. And we made a joke out of him.
It's almost like Marcus Rashford
It's
would
almost
be
like he
tailor-made
should
to come on.
You know, he's going to come on, he's going to miss a chance, and the chat's going to kill me. I've been here before.
Yeah.
I've been here.
That's
so
the
many
thing with
times.
I don't like Marcus as a sub.
I think he starts.
Yeah. I know he scored against Iran, but people get excited on that. It's not him.
The
He's
thing
better.
is-
Like, after that, at that half-time against Wales, right, loads of people were saying online, sub him off. He grows into games. He does it all the time.
The thing is, though, with him, that's a great touch from Saka, by the way. Do you need to go with him there, Henderson?
He's slow there, Henderson, wasn't he?
Just the pass is not on. What are you asking the ball for there?
Nice, Saka.
That's brilliant from Saka.
Good from Walker as well to get up there.
All three of them should start. Foden, Saka, and Rashford. That's just all I'm thinking, bro. Like, look at what France have done. Like, if you play Foden where Griezmann plays for France,
Get up, Harry.
Maguire as well again. Brilliant from Saka. Saka's doing really well, but then like the movement as well, bro. Like on the turn there needs to be options. Mbappe's not even grown into the game yet. That's going to be a big problem in the second half for England. Oh, man. But yeah, I feel like Marcus Rashford's one of them players that when you have him in a good run of form, like loving his football, smiling, scoring goals, you need to take that to your advantage and just keep playing him, because when everything aligns for him and he gets into a run of form, things always go well for him. Like, he just continues that run. And I think when you kill that from him and you take him out, it has a knock-on effect.
No,
and
I
again,
agree.
that is a fault of his in a way, where he can't react in those situations. But that's how it is with Marcus Rashford. I think when he's at the top of his game, he's an unreal player that you just want to keep playing and just keep that momentum up. I think that Wales game, the free kick, the way he won the ball back for Foden's goal, then the way he scored with his left foot, beating the man as well. So he's involved in all three goals. And I think you're like, okay, this is perfect now. We've got the momentum in the tournament. He already picked up an early goal against Iran. 3 goals, levels top scorer with a lot of these players.
The thing is, he starts against Senegal, he'll score.
I think
that was a pretty poor, no disrespect to Senegal. It wasn't a great performance by them. They were poor. They were missing some key players as well, and they weren't great. And I think that if you'd have kept that, I agree with you. If you kept that going, he'd have scored against, and you start him now, and he causes France all sorts of problems. But Southgate, he likes to change it up, and it's like Saka. To be fair, I think he just has done well as well this tournament. I don't mind Saka starting. I don't think this idea that Phil Foden can only play on the left is true.
I actually prefer just to have
corner that. Better give that. Yeah.
I prefer to have. The thing is, Koundé's been poor the last couple of games. So if you put Rashford 1v1 on him constantly, I really like Foden in central areas, and I think just playing that David Silva-esque role, and I think that's where you want to see him. And you could have done that against Senegal, and I think he can even do that today. He's a ball winner as well. Like, he's someone who can be aggressive and play on the front foot. So I think the next manager that England get, if Southgate leaves, or Southgate might have to adjust this, because I do like the way we've played this competition. To be fair, I think the way England have played in the World Cup hasn't been awful setup-wise.
No,
it's just a couple of adjustments that would make it look a better team. Harry Maguire at the back post. Poor corner.
Not fucking getting anything.
Got last chance to get someone in.
Jude Bellingham's distribution has been so poor.
Come on, Saka. Good for Griezmann.
Come on, man. You've got to win that. Someone there.
10 seconds to pump. Oh,
what? Why are you stopping
not even
that?
a head injury.
It's not a foul.
15 seconds left just to put the ball in once more.
What are you complaining about?
Champ's going mad there, but I don't know why.
What, is it a free kick, though?
No, it's not. It's not a free kick.
So why has he stopped it if it's not a head
Just because he's injured.
It might be a free kick.
Because England were in possession.
I think that's a free kick. Yeah, to be fair, I think that's a free kick. Let's see. I don't think he got. Oh, he got the ball.
I
Followed through.
I don't think a free kick was given, was it?
I think it's because he followed through. He does get the ball, Jude Bellingham first.
Because it was a very delayed decision, if so. And England were in possession.
Advantage. Delayed advantage.
I've no idea. It's a drop ball.
So what? Why did they stop it?
But why is it a drop ball when England?
What is wrong with this ref?
England were in possession, so I don't understand. Why?
Was he doing making it up as he goes along?
What is this ref doing? Is he just making up rules
What?
now?
So he's giving it
He's
to
a drop ball, but he's not letting France
touch it. So he's letting England go back,
yeah.
and he's just going to blow his whistle.
No, but do you only do that
was
for a head injury?
fucking stupid.
What is this ref trying to do?
Yeah, and blows
And then
his
he's just
whistle.
blowing the...
So
So
Nah,
he must have known there's 10
mocking
seconds
it.
left in this fucking game.
There was-
Blow up, you dickhead.
yeah, there was 15 seconds left. He stopped it. England had to go back, lost the ball. Great.
Yeah, the referee's been pretty poor so far. This game is GGMU. Says this game is screaming for Rashford. Someone who runs in behind Foden and Saka just stands still with the ball at feet. Defenders are just blocking them. Jed's Dead Baby says
The
that
England
is the
players
rule
are
of the
all
whole ref stop
swarming the
plays
ref.
with drop ball. That's literally the rule. George Best says Brazilian ref getting his own back on English media, slacking Brazil players off. Don't know about that one, bro. Mike Conley says lousy sport. What do you make it up? Half.
Poor. Just poor from the ref, to be honest. A good half of football. Like, France got their goal, but I think England have probably been the better team.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that only happens because France probably score. I don't know. I think...
Hound
England grew
Dog
into
says
the game.
Henderson playing well. Do you agree with that? He's in a minority. Or
I'm
they're
not
in
even a
minority.
Henderson hater like that. Like, I actually think a couple of years ago, like, he was a solid player for Liverpool. He's never really been outstanding for England, I'll say that. I think he was good in World Cup 2018. He was poor in that Croatia semi-final.
Yeah.
Never going to forget that. He just fell off a cliff in that game. But I don't even have anything against the guy, like, in terms of rating him. But I think he's just come to a stage in his career where when he's receiving the ball in that half space, he's not quick enough on the turn. He can't... It's almost too, like, one way. Like, he's always going to go a certain way, and then that's it. So, yeah.
Z-League says Harry Kane and Saka throwing themselves on the floor at the slightest touch is embarrassing. I think Saka's been in the walls a little bit. I think some of those challenges have been a bit harsh.
Saka's been getting kicked about.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, me, of players going down easy. I'd rather see battle. But someone made a good point here. Andrew Haining says Rashford rides some of those challenges when Saka goes down. Rashford can be strong,
He
you
does,
know.
he
Rashford, you've seen him. I've seen him throw Kyle Walker at the Etihad on the floor.
Yeah,
I've seen him throw Virgil van Dijk on the floor, Joel Gomez. These are players that are strong defenders. And Rashford's, because he's not like hench, but he's muscly and he's strong. And he can ride challenges like that.
I'm creasing at that advert that's just come up.
What was the advert?
The
Sorry, I
one
missed it.
before. So it was like an Emirates advert.
Yeah.
And they've got Ben White like leaping up for a header and he smashed it in with his head like top bins.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like, you ever see Ben White do that?
No, to be fair.
So
I haven't.
It's like you can't imagine. Ben White doesn't give you the defender to be just like leaping over everyone.
Do you reckon he said? Do you reckon the contacts in England called us? Listen, we've got this advert. What a film! We need a player. And then he went, yeah, we'll get you a player. Like, don't worry about that. We'll sort that. And he went, anyone fancy that? And Ben White went, yeah, I'll do it. And he went, right, sound. There you
Isn't
go.
it like football apparently, isn't it? He's,
Fucking hell.
do you know I was watching the game with the United legend the other day? Me, an England game.
Go on. Who were you
Senegal.
watching?
First half,
Yeah.
he just sat there in front of me watching it. Do you want to guess who it was?
Right. Were you watching it with him, or was he just there?
No, he was there. But then like, it was
Whereabouts
there
in
the same room.
a room?
Yeah, basically we did this thing at my work.
Right, you're
At-
so
at
cloak
some
and
place
dagger.
in town, yeah. No, check this. And then there was obviously fans on the bottom and that, and then
Right.
at the top it was like some like VIP type section thing. Obviously I
Okay.
was just there for work.
All right. Okay.
So,
you were with
yeah,
him,
I was there.
All right.
But then I when I looked at him, I was like, I know this guy.
Yeah.
It was Gary Pallister.
That is a legend.
He's a legend,
Hey,
isn't it?
Gary
See, I'm
Pallister.
too young
Hey.
to know how great he was.
Probably the best footballer the North East has ever produced.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Up
I
there?
would say.
You
Definitely
really
up
think?
there.
No, not really.
That's what I was going to say.
After Michael Carrick, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, Michael Carrick,
Yeah.
Gary Pallister.
See, I don't know how
and,
good he was. Like, I know he's good.
Gary Pallister he was elite. He's massively
he was
underrated.
talking up Harry Maguire so much, you know. Like, he
Yeah,
was
we'll
gassing.
talk
You know
about
what? He was backing
yeah.
his cause. I rate it.
But
He was backing it.
no, to be fair, Gary Pallister for me
Big guy as well.
was better than Van Dijk. Like,
Really?
genuinely.
No,
Like,
well, that means he's insane then.
no, Gary Pallister, like Van Dijk's had three good years.
No,
for me.
but come on.
Gary
man,
Pallister had 10.
The best centre back seasons I've seen in terms of like consistently watching football,
Yeah.
I think from Premier League teams,
Yeah.
probably I'd say Rio from 07 to 09 for me. I just Rio Ferdinand that period, just
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I think especially when you look at them Champions League semi-finals against Barca, home and away.
I'm not disagreeing. Go on.
And then for me, it was Van Dijk 18-19. I thought just
Stam.
levels.
Stam.
Stam,
for them,
but do you know what's mad?
for those 3 years.
Throughout COVID, I was watching a lot of like 99 United, like in that period, yeah. And Stam was like, I was like, wow, dominant on the ball. Like again, a lot of the things that you attribute to Van Dijk, to be fair. But I was
Would
like,
you put Van
no
Dijk
one really
over? So if
rates
you've
him.
watched that period, because I think Stam.
I
for
think
me,
Stam-
my sort of top 5 defenders I've seen
In
would
the
probably
Premier
be Stam, Rio, Vidic, maybe Pallister, and then I'm in the minority.
Is that Man United though? Because
No,
is
no.
Pallister better than Terry?
Yeah,
Do you think so?
yeah. Terry was one of those, right?
Terry was good. Man,
Good,
I can't
but
lie.
he's one of those who'll throw himself into challenges, and he's a real like,
you know
would
what
say
I thought
George
is-
Mart type defender who didn't read the game as well as the likes of Stam did.
Do you know
Because
what's
you know what
good?
happened with Stam? You know one of the reasons we let Stam go? It's in that book, Soconomics. Like, we started to use data more. So Fergie started to look at the data, and the data was showing that Stam was making fewer tackles. The reason he was making fewer tackles wasn't because he was getting older and he was getting...
Yeah,
it
he
was
just didn't
because
have
he
to.
was reading the game better.
Yeah.
And also, when you had strikers, what strikers would do against Stam, because he was unbeatable,
They try to get
they
around.
drift.
Yeah, they drift. Yeah.
Just away from him.
And did Fergie fall for this?
Yeah,
stat?
and he fucking sold him when he was 30 or whatever. We got 16 million.
And then
from
he
Lazio.
went- he went to, like,
Lazio with-
Italy
No,
and
we got
just went
16
crazy,
million. We
innit?
got 16 million from Lazio, which was a joke because they went bump up for a bit, and we didn't get the money for about 20 years. And then I think he was playing for another 5 years at the very top level. Like, and Fergie had made a mistake. It's one
'Cause he
sale,
went-
one
he
sale.
went to Champions League final with Milan.
He admitted he made a mistake. He shouldn't. He said I shouldn't have sold him because I thought he was on his way out. Good money for him, and then obviously we bought Rio. I mean, Stam and Rio together would have been unreal.
Yeah, wow.
I would love to watch them.
You know, just for
Wow.
them few seasons before Vidic.
Yeah.
Or, whatever it was. Because Blanc, I think we had Lauren Blanc, didn't we? It didn't quite work out.
Sorry,
Mummy
Trash.
Duck says Terry was good but overrated. I agree.
Do you know who I really like for Chelsea? To be fair, I think Carvalho was good. The centre, is that what his name is? Carvalho.
Yeah.
they
Carvalho
bought
for
that
Chelsea.
Chelsea- I
Like,
thought he
Steve
was
and McAmee now, because they have Terry like number 20 on their list of the centre backs. They have like Lucas Radaby and bloody
no.
all sorts, like Steve Bruce goes above him and all this. Like, they
John
just like,
Stones.
yeah, honestly, they put anyone above him. But for me, Stam's the best defender I've ever seen.
I actually rate Stones a lot, by the way.
Do you?
I actually think the season where Diaz was getting all the plaudits for City.
Ah.
I actually think Stones was
Yeah.
their best centre back. Honestly, I think he was City's best centre back.
Frank F makes a good point. Bobby Charlton, the best player from the Northeast. Sorry, I didn't. Yeah,
Oh, it's
yeah?
from Nottingham.
yeah. Obviously, it's Charlton, Pallister.
My mum was once in a room with Jack Charlton for 45 minutes having a conversation with him and didn't know who he was.
Really?
Yeah,
That's class, that.
yeah, because he came to my mum's school
Right.
to do like some kind of like assembly thing,
Yeah,
and he was early.
yeah.
So my mum was one of the only people who used to go to work early at like that time at like 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And he came in. He was like, "Oh, hello, I'm Jack." And apparently just talked for ages about fishing. Apparently loved fishing.
Really?
And yeah, then apparently someone came in and said, and was going to go speak to my mum, and then just was like, "Oh my God, it's Jack Charlton." And then she was like, "Who?" And I didn't have a clue who it was, but yeah, it's quite a nice
That's
little
good.
story. Yeah,
I love that.
I bet
Yeah.
players love that though, like
yeah. Just didn't have
because
a
they just
they're
want
normalised.
everyone to normalise. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. We were just seeing there, Trey, the
some statistics.
Chukwuemeni goal again, and it does upset me a little bit that Saka was fouled, wasn't he?
I
He
think
was
that's a
fouled,
foul.
but I agree and I understand how
Let's
the
see,
rules.
yeah, the foul up on McCann. Oh man, that's
What we're seeing,
So
those
close.
angles, we can't see the line, and where the
oh man, that's too much of that is in, isn't it?
I don't know, I don't know.
the comments are
difficult.
disagreeing for a reason. I imagine they can hear something. They might have heard like Peter Walton or like whatever
Yeah,
the commentary
what
team
stat is
or
he
whatever.
looking
would
at?
talk
Yeah,
Plus, a
about.
lot,
up here.
a lot of
Yeah.
people
What you
don't
want
rate. No, I'm just looking at the current life stats of the game, just seeing who's done well. Let's see how many times Jordan Henson's lost the ball.
What website are you on now?
SofaScore.
So what's it called? Sorry.
SofaScore.
He's lost it 4 times, is my guess.
He's created 2 chances and he's kept 91 93%. Well, he's completed 93% of his passes.
There you go.
It's not
maybe,
good for the agenda, is it?
maybe you're harsh. Yeah, maybe that's
Maybe
what it
I'm
is. It
harsh.
is an agenda. I like Henderson.
You know,
I
I've
think he's
like
decent.
coming
but-
off the bench for England this tournament. Callum
So-
Wilson has actually done all right.
Wilson, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like
just
his
hard
stats
to fit him in.
haven't been bad at all. I'm sure you all agree with that, Callum Wilson.
Yeah, cracking player.
I mean, you never know. He might.
He's
run
actually
out.
someone that I think can play off Kane well. It's just that you can't really play with two strikers unless you're going for the game.
Wow, I'd
Yes,
happily
right.
see 4-4-2, Kane and Wilson towards
Go
the end
for
if it's not working out.
Saka, Marcus Rashford, Foden, Jude.
Loads
All
of
that
people
stuff.
saying not a
When
pen
you're throwing
for
everything,
that Kane thing. Everyone seems to be thinking it was.
yeah,
it
but
was-
then I think
outside the
loads of
box.
people just don't.
I don't know.
support
You know,
England,
I look at it and I think I'm not sure.
Hardly
Yeah,
any of the
I'm
shots
saying
that we've
not
seen
sure.
have really.
Do you know what I mean?
given
I
me
think
a-
it's one of them.
Yeah.
I think if the ref gives it, no one
Yeah.
questions it. I think,
No, but then the
Oh,
Saka one's a foul for
I
me.
think
like,
because
I
he
don't think
doesn't,
that's
because
debatable.
like that's a different topic altogether.
Yeah.
But I think for the Kane one, I'm not that sure. I'm not like
about if it
at
was a
first I
foul
thought
or if it was in the box.
It's
or
a
not.
foul.
a bit of both, really. I
Bit of
think
both.
He's
Nah, it's
like
a foul.
between his leg,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I
it's a
think he makes
foul.
a bit of a meal of it.
No, I get when players do that, you know, when they lean back, but I think that was a lot of like Upamecano just kicking his leg. Like
It's
I've got-
clumsy. Like I think it's like I say, if it had been given, I don't think VAR overturns it. I think they stick with the ref's decision. I just don't feel like it's clear and obvious for them. They've gone right. Yeah, you fucked it.
I can only guess that it was outside the box, but we don't know that. I haven't seen any shots that have made it clear for me to make an opinion on that. I thought it was inside the box at the time, and I thought he took his legs. That's why I thought it was a penalty. But if it was outside the box, fine. But I still thought the contact on his
Martin
legs
P says
was
it
a
wasn't
foul.
a pen. Contact was outside the box. Harry fell in the box.
Okay.
It's
Saka
a
was
foul,
out muscled and went down.
That's not out muscling. Sorry, but kicking someone's leg and then pushing them, which that is out muscling them, doesn't mean it's not a foul. Because he's put his leg across him. I don't know.
No, I agree.
I don't know, man.
Maybe we're the controversial ones on this occasion, Jay.
It's
majority of
always
the
something
chats
though with
against
England,
us.
right?
Yeah.
It always seems to be some controversy. Like, do you know what I mean? Every tournament I can remember, it's always some shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's
2010.
somewhere where you go, like, there's something or other.
Yeah.
And I think some of it's just fucking moaning. Do you know what I mean? Like, we haven't been great. We've been alright.
Facts.
but
You're
we
not
haven't been
wrong. I
great.
think it's just I hate some of the refs in this tournament.
Do you know what I mean?
I do want England to win, of course, but
Frustration as well from our part as well.
is that filmed in Piccadilly
It's
Gardens?
huge. This is a McDonald's advert Abdul's commenting on.
Is
I
that
don't know
filmed
if
in
it is.
Piccadilly Gardens? did
Not
you just
that,
say?
but do you know that little Mackies thing? Mackies, when
are-
they're showing the Mackies, it looked
Yeah.
like the one in the garden.
Why was
Obviously
there
many
some spice
McDonald's
heads
in the world.
stood next to it, or
Yeah.
someone fucking face down in their own vomit.
Yo,
It might have been. It
Yo,
might have been
God.
filmed in Piccadilly Gardens. to
Yo,
be
they
fair.
need to clean that place right
I know, man.
up.
Do you know what I
ASAP.
mean?
I saw a brawl.
Apparently, you know, in New York, I've not been New York, but like it's a bit like, you know, if you go to some of them spots, like what's the one Times Square? Apparently,
Yeah.
it's just all like that as well.
Really?
Like, it's nothing special. Like it's just a load of like, I don't want to call them actually. Yeah.
What? Drug addicts. Like you can say this, like drug addicts. It's not like you know.
I was gonna say
nothing wrong
different.
with that.
I was gonna say a different.
Nothing wrong with
term,
being a
yeah,
drug
I get
addict,
me.
is there?
No, there's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
being
Those are drug
addicts. You know
addiction,
what I mean? Some
yeah.
experiencing that
It's
myself.
fine, yeah, exactly.
But like, what makes me laugh? I always talk about this. When I said to you, like, you get that ingrained in it round here. I seen a geezer outside Morrison's. I told you this. If we didn't know.
Yeah.
Face down outside Morrison's, and people were stepping over him to get into Morrison's.
Everyone's
ridiculous.
normalised.
Yeah, and I'm like, the guy, like, I presume, it is my
Eric.
mate. Look, he's wearing that cardi as well.
Oh, he is.
He's wearing that in the advert, innit?
And I said to like, I said I thought he was dead. The guy.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, where the hell did you meet Eric Cantona? Why wasn't I invited? I want to meet Eric, man.
It was.
Adam's
it
already
was-
met him.
It was an Adam McCullough thing.
unfair.
Adam McCullough invited me to go along with him.
Fair.
So it was down in London in
Ah,
Mayfair.
fair.
So me,
Oi,
Adam,
oi.
and his mate went there. It was weird though because I was telling these lot before, like Big Nasty was there. Like you'd have loved it because
Yes.
you'd have known all these people.
No,
like
but then my boy-
I don't know who they are.
My boy, who basically just goes around filming rappers, was in
yeah. Like
off Twitter.
Macca
like,
and his mate
some
were
guy I
getting
know.
excited that there was
It was that weird bunch of people.
that there was like all these rappers. I don't know who any of them
Yeah.
are. I knew Big Nasty was there, but like Chris Kamara was there and Harry Redknapp. Obviously, I knew who they
Oh,
were.
wow.
Yeah, but it was like
I
it was
would love
just
to
a
be
good
there.
opportunity to obviously just
That sounds like
be
a
around
buzz.
him. Yeah,
How
it
was
good.
Chris Kamara?
It was the
Nice.
Croatia Brazil game as well that was on.
Oh, so you were like watching the game?
Sort of, yeah.
Sick.
Did you get to speak to Chris Kamara?
Yeah, I chatted to him for a little while.
Is he doing okay?
Yeah,
obviously
it's good that you asked that.
He's
He's not been
classy,
well,
man.
has it? And I spoke to him about the fact that he'd
Proxy,
done
yeah.
diary of the CEO and how moving it was and how honest he was, and it was quite, it was quite emotional.
Sick.
And he said, he just sort of said he didn't know how it would be received. He didn't intend to sort of be like that on it. Just the way it sort of transpired. And the response has been great, and rightly so, man. Because
just a decent bloke, isn't he? And people just warm to him.
Pretty
so
solid.
everyone
bloke.
cares.
My missus met him about 15 years ago, and she said the same. She said when she met him, he was at an event. He's just dead nice.
Yeah.
Just a nice guy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Which
He's
not everyone is, are they? But
England back out.
Right, predictions, Abdul.
2-1 England.
2-1 England.
1-1
James.
England win on penalties, Jay.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Do you back this England lot on penalties now, innit? You would, innit?
Yeah.
I mean, Italy was a bit of a mad one because Donnarumma's just an animal at saving pens.
Yeah.
He's just huge, that guy.
He's a big bloke, isn't he? Pickford, to be fair, done his
Well,
hard
Pickford
bit.
does his bits on penalties.
Yeah,
like,
done his bit there.
was it Colombia, the one before?
What we're waiting
Yeah,
for, Edge.
class.
Get on with it. Right.
Come on,
We've got the game just starting now.
Jay. I know
You
you're
gotta
not.
sync with us.
You're not a massive England fan, but do you have some emotion here where you're like, God, wouldn't it be class if we won a World Cup? Just think how happy the country would be, because you like your politics and that, and
Yeah.
you like you want people to come together. Isn't this a great way
That
to
is
do
why I want England to win it, I swear. I'm not even like a massive England fan. That's
Go
a
on.
good question you asked.
that? Yeah,
Are you like that as well? You just want like...
coming together, unity, Jay.
I just want it for like
the children.
No, I'd want it because I feel like it would be good. I'm obviously I am an England fan. I'm not passionate about England the same way I'm about United, but I also think just from a sort of, I don't know, from a United point of view, I think it'd be good as
Oh,
well.
nice.
Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
To see Jordan Henderson lift the World Cup is what you mean.
well,
Is he the captain? He's not the captain.
Is he
Ooh. I love how I said that.
like to see Jordan Henderson lift the World Cup? Yeah, that would make my day.
That would actually
It would be class though.
put me off wanting England to win it.
Oh,
you know.
come on.
Just the Jordan Henderson.
Come
thing,
on.
Do you know what?
I
Though,
swear.
this team now is a lot more
Ooh.
likeable.
Oh, great challenge that is.
He's got a yellow card for it, to be fair, and I don't think there's anything more than that.
Oh, fair.
Good.
I didn't think he got booked.
Yeah, no,
Good,
got
he's had
yellow.
a talking to the ref at half time. Actually do some refereeing.
But I'm not like, oh my God, if England get knocked out today, I'll be disappointed, but I'll be over it quite quickly.
Yeah.
What about you though, Ethan?
I don't think there'll be anything more magical than England winning the World Cup. I just think it's like,
What? Not Newcastle winning the Premier League or Champions?
What would you rather have, right? Newcastle.
go on!
Oh,
Was that a save there?
Bellingham, yeah.
Oh.
I
That's your
looked
boy,
like
Bellingham there.
Jude.
Man like Jude.
Was that a save?
Would have been a sure assist, man.
Was that a save?
It was.
Oh, what a save!
Oh,
What a save! Should have caught you, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah,
Aye. De Gea would have caught that.
De Gea
Counted
would've
and
caught
would have scored.
yeah. Yeah, I can't think of anything more magical. Because also, like, I just think
Anything more
it's just
magical.
I can think
like
of
I know
a lot more
Yeah.
things out.
no, but I've got me mates in that, like in Newcastle, and like if
Morocco
like,
winning it would be more magical for me.
if go on.
Oh no, man!
Oh, bro.
Harry Maguire on the knot.
Imagine Harry Maguire.
Look, he sod. I just fell to him there
Yo,
when
shall I tell you
Lloris
what?
is on the floor.
Harry Maguire is taking the best penalty ever in the history of
Yeah.
football.
Bastard. How lucky is that? Lloris doesn't have a clue what's going on. Just falls perfectly to
Oh,
him.
England. Fair play.
Man,
This game. Fair
come
play.
on, believe. Yeah, believe.
Mate, I believe I was backing
Yeah.
them to make. I backed them to make it to the final.
Do you know one good thing? Someone makes this comment, I think, in there as well. Like, get rid of all that 66 stuff, man.
Yeah,
Like, we
it
go
was.
on about that a lot, don't we?
I've forgotten
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
I remember a
Fucking
lot
hell,
of that.
you
in
forgot about it.
school.
Isn't it? You never really end of it.
I don't know, maybe because I don't watch a lot of like English TV throughout the World Cup. When I was out in Qatar, I was just watching BN Sport, and here I've just got it on the little legal box. So
It is mad, like.
I don't watch
The legal box.
the legal box.
Legal
No,
box.
Oh, bro.
see this Upamecano guy's got a mistake in him, man. I'm telling you. But you know who loves capitalising on a mistake from
Marcus
Upamecano?
Rashford.
Marcus Rashford.
Within Shaw's finest.
Within Shaw's
Hey.
finest.
If Marcus Rashford was playing now, we'd be 5-1 up.
Facts.
Fact. Do you know what I mean?
Absolute facts. You spitting.
Yeah. Seriously.
Do you not feel like
6-1 even. With 5
In
and
fact,
an assist.
probably 5-0 because they wouldn't have even had the ball to get that goal.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
You'd be doing like Rabonas and stuff. And
We'd be
just-
making changes to rest
Step
players for the semis.
That's a dive.
Oh, Hendo, that was crap. Oh, he got booked as well, did he?
Mbappe's not even going mad yet, and it's a long day. Yeah, that's a foul.
Foul, yeah.
Don't know why Henderson's going to
It was poor, that. Oh, he's not booked him, that's fine.
booked him.
Aye.
I was watching a short clip from what's the podcast that Joe and Joe do?
And me.
Sloppy Joe's.
Sloppy
Sloppy
Joe's.
Joe's,
Yeah,
and you.
yeah.
About your driving test thing, but then I would
Yeah,
have seen
congratulations,
the promo.
Ethan. Passed
Thank
your
you.
test. If you don't
So
know.
what happened? You started speaking to the guy, and he was talking about football,
Yeah.
and then I'd see the clip cut out after, because that happened to me.
Really?
I swear,
Well,
the same thing.
I feel like a
First time.
message to anyone who's listening and they're trying to pass the driving, just pick something like universal everyone can talk about, such as football, and that's going to just sweeten up your examiner.
Mine
Gives you
was a
chance,
Newcastle
doesn't it?
fan.
Was he?
Such a nice guy,
Was
and I
he?
failed the first one, and then I had him in the second test.
Oh.
He's a top guy. But
Well-
yeah, we were just talking about Newcastle and Man United and stuff.
Yeah, I think my
He's a match going season ticket holder even. Like,
Oh,
he actually
wow.
goes to a few games throughout the season, yeah.
Wow.
Sick guy.
what a guy.
So it helped a lot. It did
It
actually help
calms
a
your
lot.
nerves a bit as well. What a wonderful thing football is, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think Jay feels the same.
I know.
What do you
Jay, to be
mean?
fair, has had to sit like across. I wouldn't be doing it, but he's had to watch. Did you do the watch along for United?
Yeah,
The whole
man.
thing?
Watch
Yes.
along for United, and this is even though England are losing, this is a lot more entertaining in terms of what's going on. The
Yes.
United game wasn't great. I'm not gonna lie to
Yeah,
you.
I couldn't put myself through
Do
it.
you know what I mean? Like, it was a bit like
Jay
that.
asked me, he was like, "Do you want to do England or United?" I was like,
Yeah. I think it was a bit of a no-brainer there for you, wasn't it?
"Yeah." I was like, "I have to do England." But man, I wish I was still there, man. It's just Steve's still there, isn't it?
Yeah, Steve's like
He's there until the
chilling
end,
with Evra. He's living his best life. He's been hanging around with like Rio, obviously, who he works with, and he's met Cafu. He's met Lothar Matthäus. He's met. He's done
What
stuff
about
with
from
Shearer.
Henderson?
He's done stuff with
Go on, my son.
Jermaine Jenas.
Oh, I could do better with that last ball.
Go on, Williot. Oh.
No, Henderson's ball there to Saka was good. I'll give him that.
You
I have
know
to
what?
give
We're
him-
playing well. We are playing well.
We're going to get killed on account. Oh, they got it.
Rubbish, Sharu.
Rice, go. Come on, man. Where's the runs? Everyone's just...
Maguire's so good for England.
He is, isn't he?
He's top. I can't lie. For England, he does his thing.
Just a shame.
Saka's
You lot
by
hate him.
himself there. Like, someone has to come closer, innit?
Go on. Penalty!
Oh, pen.
What a basket!
Man
Give
said...
it. He's give it.
He went...
Give it.
He was... Yeah,
Fucking hell.
I love that when refs do that. Like, straight off the bat. Like, yo, they've not even
Come
whistled
on.
yet.
Yeah.
They give you
Come
one of
on.
these.
Played Bukayo Saka.
Them penalty stances.
Oh, come on, believe.
He said, I'm not believing.
Believe.
Calm down,
That's
man.
a pen. Ah, you silly
That's
man.
a pen if there's
Come
ever
on.
been one.
Yeah, Stonewall. I don't think.
Look
he
at him
would.
trying to plead his innocence.
Oh, I can't bear this. You know what? I was thinking we wouldn't get another, like, I was thinking this might not happen.
Harry Kane.
Oh, God.
Harry Kane don't miss pens, does he?
Can
Come
I-
on.
Jay, are you looking?
Don't do
What?
that.
No, I've not.
No,
I've
you're
not
watching
got
this
my
pen.
thing.
It's your thing where you don't
it's
watch.
Lloris.
Oh, nah, I only don't watch United pens. I don't really go that
It's
far.
his
What are you doing?
team,
I don't know
mate.
what to do to you.
Do you not want to watch it?
I can't sit down.
Nah, that's
I don't watch. I usually don't watch penalties, but for England, I'm
Why
not that.
is
It's not
why
that
is
deep.
Mbappe going to Lloris to like give him tips or something? I swear it's his
Why would
teammate.
fucking Mbappe know
that's what
more
I'm
about
saying.
Harry Kane's penalties than
That's
his
what I'm
teammate?
saying.
Oh, come on.
I hate when players go up to the goalkeepers because that just makes them more
Can't look.
nervous.
I'm not going in the chat because the chat's going to tell me. I'm not looking at my phone or going on my
he's
fucking
gonna save his
Twitter.
pen.
He's not. He'll score.
Ethan's too much of a
Nailed
United
on.
fan for me.
Oh,
nailed on.
England fan for me. He's
Nailed
Too
on. man.
stressy. Come on, Harry.
Don't you give it away either, and you lot behind there.
Harry Kane.
Sorry,
level it.
Kane.
Kane scores 1-1. No drama. Watch.
Rashford are the winner.
Missed against Denmark, isn't he?
But I don't care, me. Just care about United.
What? What's he
What's
doing?
happening?
Stop it. Stop this ref's mind games is ridiculous.
He's missed it, hasn't he?
No,
He's missed it.
mate. As sure as the day's long, Harry Kane scores this. Yeah, trust me.
Bro, it's his teammate. He knows where he's going.
Does he fuck? He's shit, Lloris.
He goes to the left a lot, doesn't he, Kane? I wonder if he switches
Down
it
the
up
middle.
this time.
Down the middle.
Down the middle, ref.
Leveling down.
You know what? Harry Kane.
Hey,
Fair play.
game on now, boys.
Fair
This is
play.
it.
Come on, Jay. Are you feeling the England
Yeah,
passion?
man. This is the World
Come
Cup.
on.
This is the World Cup final.
Exactly.
Whoever wins this wins the World
Wins
Cup.
the World Cup.
Rule
Right, come on.
Britannia's going right through Jay's veins.
Do you know what I mean? With St George in my heart and all that. Hey. Yeah. Was you singing that when you was at the game?
What
was
a
you
fucking pen. Bang!
Fair, do you know what?
Hey,
Do you know what I felt?
Bang!
In that Wales game when they had the national anthem on.
Go on.
That English, I felt that. In the
Really?
end. Yeah.
Did you have a little tear in your heart and that?
I felt that.
Tear in your heart, tear in your eye.
Yeah, because it was king, not queen. This time, innit?
Aye.
Okay.
Changed, yeah.
Tell you what,
Not that I'm asked about England, but to be fair, you know, when you see a bunch of people, even the Morocco.
This is actually happening,
Morocco
man. We could
one.
actually win the World Cup
Class.
if we win this game.
exactly. Do you
Yeah, I mean,
believe now?
for me-
are you getting excited?
I
Yeah,
keep
man.
saying
Isn't this
it's-
class?
It's saying England, Argentina. If you've been following me on Twitter, I've been saying it. And
Can I just say
Yeah.
something, Jay?
Yeah.
Would you rather, like, let's be honest here. You're a
Yeah.
United fan. You've had your time.
oh
You've-
no,
Nice, Pickford. All right, let's
bro!
just
I
calm
swear,
down.
there's like a thing on the screen, like a mouse or something, and I thought that was the ball. Like, going in.
I was saying, Jay, is it United have won? Is it 20 Premier Leagues? So how many you've won?
Yeah,
Right.
England can break it.
Would you not like one World
This
Cup
is
to that
where
rather
you
than
need
another
him.
Premier League?
No.
Would it not be special just to have something different in there?
Eric Ten Hag winning the Premier League would be amazing. More amazing than United
Oh,
than
come on,
this.
man.
What do you mean? Come on, man.
Come
What do you,
on, man.
what do you mean?
But you've
Come
won
on.
21
No,
or
we haven't.
20.
We've won
You've
20.
won 20. Sorry.
Yeah.
Nah,
Just
but
like-
he
And
did-
City
mate,
have won
But
4 of the
you,
last
this is
5.
what I
you've
don't
experienced.
like. This
You've
is what I
been
don't
so
like.
fortunate
Yeah,
to
I've
witness
also
it so many
experienced our
times.
rivals dominating English football since we'd last won
Yeah,
it.
he's not enough
Aye,
of
but
an England fan to
don't
be
be
like
that
that.
obsessed,
It's
eh?
fair, innit? It's about what you
Would you
like, your
rather
preference.
Newcastle won the Champions League or England won the World Cup?
You see, I've not witnessed either, Jay. I'm saying
Right,
you've
so
witnessed
there you go.
20. You've
There you
witnessed
go.
20
So
of
There you
exactly.
go. So, but you pick. Go on.
Go on.
You pick.
England win the World Cup.
Oh, mate, I can't believe you just said
So
that.
that's it. You're more of an England fan.
Yeah,
than
you
me.
No, I'm not.
don't
I'm
really
not.
care about
No,
Newcastle.
I just said that.
Hey.
I just
No,
said
it's
that for
what
the
you
sake of.
like.
Go on, kill him. He's so good, isn't he?
Oh, no.
Go on, Pickers. Get there.
Go on, lad.
Yeah, bugger off. Let's
That is
go. Let's
shocking.
go. Oh, what's he doing? Henderson's lost the plot there.
That is shocking from Griezmann.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Foden's on here.
Oh, he's not getting there. Is he? Handball it.
You know who'd have got there?
Marcus gets there and volleys it from there in top bins.
He's not even warming up, is he? He's got like Raheem Sterling and Gallagher and that man.
That was
Gallagher.
so
Gallagher
good.
can't get in ahead of Marcus. That would be insane.
Mbappe was so good there. Just absolutely smoked Kyle Walker. Ball in a great position. Don't
that-
know what
was that-
Dembele's doing there.
Did Giroud dummy that or did he just miss it?
You missed it. I can only assume.
I
You wouldn't
assume,
have
yeah, because that would have been a
dummied it.
bizarre dummy. Like, it looked like he'd at one point done it on purpose, but I don't get that.
Come on, believe.
Who says I'm not believing?
I'm
Stop
just
doing
getting
that.
excited
I
on that.
believe.
Come on.
I believe, mate. I believe.
Yeah,
I believe
Tim
that.
Middlehurst says there's absolutely no chance any Man United fan would want England to win a World Cup over a league title.
But just what? Listen, like your Man United, you've won so many. Just one World Cup, right? That's all I'm asking for. Right?
Maybe when we've won
One World
50.
Cup.
Nah, man.
Maybe when we've
The
won
Scousers are one behind us in titles.
Oh,
Do you know
I
what I
thought they
mean?
were equal now.
Like,
One.
what?
Oh.
Get out. If we won one, then obviously
Mate,
we're putting a
we're
bit of daylight
finished.
between us.
We're finished, you know.
Who?
United.
Nah, man. Believe in
So
Ten Hag.
done. It's not Ten Hag. It's just a fact. I feel like we're not going to sell the club, and we're just going to be like in a weird.
hell.
No, I feel like we're going to be in a weird period where it's like a circus for a bit behind the scenes. And
been
Ten
like
Hag is going to
fucking
try
years,
hold
to
it
be fair.
together. But that's what I'm saying. Is I think it's going to carry on. I think Liverpool get bought out before us. That's the issue. We'll eventually get bought out, I reckon. It's just when does that happen?
I think we've got.
Harry Kane equals Wayne Rooney as an all-time top scorer for England. 53 goals.
Why are you showing us that for?
To be fair, though, Wayne Rooney's goals are far more
I
important.
swear Harry Kane's just up and
What, one of them was even off target and should have counted.
Which one?
The one against. Oh, you asked me this the other day and I can't remember who it was against. Now. It was off the post and in. It was against some nonsense, not nonsense, like some not great country,
Wow.
like.
Just insulting
sorry,
an entire-
sorry,
some
sorry.
nonsense country
No,
like
nonsense country.
Africa.
No, no, it was something like Hungary or something. I wanna
Wow.
say.
How's that a nonsense country?
No,
I'm
no,
going-
no. I meant football wise.
How they're nonsense
All right,
football
all right,
wise? They
Hungary
made it
have
to
had
like finals.
beat
and
us 4-0
semi-finals. They
as
have,
well.
haven't they?
All right,
Haven't they
it might,
won the
it wasn't.
Euros?
It might not have even
Isn't
been
my
Hungary.
man from there? What's his name? The Real Madrid legend. Isn't he? There's
Ferenc
some-
Puskas, yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
There's a whole award
right.
on the guy.
Listen,
He's
listen,
from
I
Hungary.
Made the 1954 World Cup final.
I picked a random country and
Right.
put the word
Some
nonsense in there.
nonsense country.
right?
That's so
And I
English of you,
apologise
that.
for
So
that, right?
Brexit of you, that.
Not San Marino.
We might
have
as
a
well
look.
have you in the
I don't know. It's
stands
quite
there.
hard to find.
With the England fans. Front lines.
Some nonsense country full of people that aren't even English. Like, who cares about that?
Listen,
Do you know what I mean?
Rooney hit the post.
They don't
and it
even
hit-
speak England like we do.
Rooney hit the post and the ball hit off the goalkeeper's back and went in the goal and it got credited to
If
Wayne
it
Rooney.
was FIFA counted it counted, right?
It shouldn't have counted.
That is official.
It shouldn't have counted.
And just because you hate that
I mean,
country-
Harry Kane has about 30 penalties for England. I might not even be joking.
Oh, well, they
That-
shouldn't count then. We should be 1-0 down then.
No, I'm just saying. It's just.
Best hijacker says, imagine
guy's
Harry
too
the
much
Fridge
of an
Maguire
England fan.
wins World Cup. Well, I think Harry Maguire plays well for England.
Class
No
Maguire.
one can chat to Maguire for England.
I don't get it. I don't get the,
So
the
good.
England hatred towards Maguire, man.
He's so good. I love him.
Oh, ball.
What a
of
ball
that Rice.
from Harry Maguire.
No,
Go on,
from
son.
Rice.
Oh, from Rice. Oh, I don't care. Oh, he's dropped it. Oh, he's rubbish, Lloris. Can't.
Do you know who
Doesn't
tests his
like him
keeper a
sacking
lot?
this game.
Hey, do you know who would test his keeper?
Who?
Oh my
Yes.
god. Oh my god.
His name start with M.
Yeah.
No.
Second name with R.
Yeah, man.
Not
No
Callum
way.
Wilson. Callum Wilson.
Was he
would.
born in Withenshaw Hospital?
Damn right it was.
98,
Yeah.
97.
Wilson bagged against Lloris from 30 yards this season
Did it?
because Lloris went out and Wilson tackled him and just
Everpop.
chipped him.
Oh, Dembele there. He's
Nah,
about to cook.
rubbish.
He's cooking
Crap.
something.
Crap.
He's cooking something.
Get in.
I don't even think France have been that good.
They've been
Yeah,
stinking.
rubbish.
Honestly, they've had
been-
moments, but I don't think as a team they've played that well.
England need to capitalise with a sub.
you know what I mean?
I
Like-
swear, like a sub or two.
Saka's
Just go
looked
for it.
dangerous.
Saka's been good. For me, he's probably been like England's most active
Yeah.
player. Like he's been on it. To be fair.
Let's go. Let's
They
go.
need-
Come
they
on,
need to get
Bellingham.
these- The opportunities on the break are too nice here, man.
Foden. Play him. Oh, take the foul. Go on, Phil. There's not many young early 20-year-olds called Phil, is there?
That's a good point. That. Yeah, it's not one of those names, innit? Don't
Yeah.
get many.
Not many.
Felipe Foden.
Oh yeah, Coutinho. I guess he's Phil.
He's just smashing it in a minute.
Yeah,
innit,
he's,
man? Just
imagine
keep giving him
being
the fucking
Brazilian Phil. You can be a Brazilian Fred. That's worse.
Go on, Harry. Just win it. Oh.
ball. Nah, man.
Kane's in his bag today, innit?
We're playing
He's in
so
his
well.
bag.
By the way, if we lose this, I'm gonna be like, honestly,
It's 2-1
proper
England,
give your all.
man. Calm down. I'm
Proper
telling you, mate.
give your
It's
all.
2 England winning this 2-1. Don't
Yeah.
need to stress. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't.
I said 1-1 pens.
Nah, 2-1.
Yeah, he did. To be fair,
I can't deal with
Damn.
extra time, mate. I hate it.
depends. If he brings on Marcus 4-1,
All right, let's
if he
do
doesn't,
that then.
we'll lose.
Let's bring on Marcus then.
Yeah, that's the key. All
Can't-
roads
I've
lead
not
to
had a
Rashford.
coffee today, me. You know. I'm
you
gonna be
not?
a lot more lively. I'm struggling.
Yeah. No.
Sorry, guys.
Next time, have a coffee
Sorry, the
before you
energy's
come here and
usually a
fucking
bit
faxing your performance. Come on, smart with you.
I'm sorry.
Adrenaline's carrying me.
Yeah, because you're like
Yeah.
the biggest England fan I've
I'm
ever
not.
seen.
I'm just.
You definitely have.
It's just
Oh.
Man United fans.
You
just
definitely
hate it
have
for some
Nigel
reason.
Farage's phone number, don't you?
No. What? Hang on. No, that's not how it works.
You're a bit too patriotic for me.
No, I'm not patriotic. I just like the football team.
Nah, I'm joking, man.
I don't like
Same.
other things.
You know what? Wales had a lot of fans out there. You know, I rate it.
Aye, class Wales.
They had
Yeah.
loads of fans there.
I was really hoping they'd
But like,
get out
you
the
just
groups.
knew they weren't going to make
I
it
think
to the knockouts.
Greensman's on a yellow as well, isn't he?
Yeah, get him gone. Get him gone.
Ooh,
Nice Gareth calling for
Gareth
it.
is saying
Get him
it.
gone.
He doesn't do shouting very well, Gareth Southgate, does he?
You don't
He
think?
doesn't look like.
I
it looks like.
I sat
Oh.
behind
Suit
him
him.
in the Wales game,
Is he?
and I took a picture, and I was like awkward because the game. I went and laid into him after the USA game. It's like
Yeah.
you know, one of them funny things. Like you just chat so much rubbish
Yeah, yeah.
about a player or manager,
Who?
and then
Yeah.
you just see them like that.
Yeah.
Southgate.
I love Southgate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's done well for England, hasn't he? Like,
He's-
a semi-final and a final. Like,
Do you know what
come
it is?
on.
He almost gets it right, but never perfect.
But
But,
just
but
think
that's most managers.
what an improvement this national team's had under him. Like,
I think the thing is, there's so much quality in this team. I'll tell you what, this tournament has been probably the best I've seen from what Southgate's done. But I think there's a couple of adjustments he could make to make England just dominate a bit more because I think they need to trust in their ability.
yeah, fair
fair
enough.
enough.
Well, again, big positive sticking with the back four tonight. He's playing more positive. He's
Yep.
playing more confident. Like Maguire said in an interview, didn't he, that England just believe it's different. 2018, they believe that they can win it now. like properly. There's proper.
Yeah, I
confidence
mean,
there.
you know, this team has got experience of getting to the last stages, being in big games, which is rare for an England team. Do you know what I mean? Whenever we've done well in the past, the next tournament after that, we've flopped.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
players in the prime like Kane.
Yeah, Kane, absolutely. Yeah, good shout. You know,
I'm convincing myself,
a
Jay.
manager who's had a few tournaments.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's coming over, isn't it, Jay? Just say
like,
it. Just say it.
listen,
Yeah.
I've said all along that I think that, you know, England could win it,
Yeah,
but they could not.
Can I have a water, guys?
Can Abdullah have a water, please?
Thank you. England.
England. I think it's a bit of a joke though that Rashford's not gone yet. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Jay, this is all you've talked about
really
all
want Rashford.
bloody watch along. Is
I
Marcus
want a
Rashford.
Rashid.
Do you know what I mean?
What's
Like,
it?
come on.
That, by the way, that ball from Pickford was actually.
Hey! Ref! Don't
Nah,
point at the
you're
ball like you got it.
joking.
He didn't, man.
You're joking.
Come on.
And then he's giving them that.
You know.
Oh, honestly,
no,
man.
Yeah.
Honestly,
no,
France
no.
are all over the gaff.
No way he's not giving that as a
Yeah.
foul. Then he's giving that. Thank you, man.
course.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers, Alexa.
That's so. Honestly, man.
If they score off that,
Nah.
that was a joke, by the way.
Yeah,
Let's
go
see
on,
that. I
Pickford.
want to see that again.
Rip into him.
I hope they replay that because that to me just looked like such a foul.
Ah, Giroud's done. Unlucky son.
Who do they have on the bench? Strikers. Oh, they got that guy at Gladbach. Forgot his name.
That guy, what? Thuram. Is that right? Is that
They
wrong?
got Thuram, but they got another guy. Is he Gladbach or France?
Yeah, I know he's in the. I think he was in the German league.
There's another
I might
lad.
be wrong.
There's another lad that's there in the German league as well. Ooh.
Well, you won't want him at
Let's
Man
see
United if he can't run.
That's a foul.
Yeah,
It is a foul.
that looks
Honestly,
like
man.
that.
He was on the edge
Honestly,
as well.
man, Saka's been kicked all
Nah,
over.
that's a joke,
Who was
that.
that saying in the chat before? Gee, he's just diving around.
People
He's
are saying
getting
it now,
kicked all-
man.
What?
The
No,
Francie
but that's
Bailey
just one
saying
for that.
Saka is weak, although Squay says that's such a foul on Saka.
Yeah, it
No,
is.
but
such
it's
a
just
foul.
like I don't get that. Obviously, people
Oh,
will be
I
saying
was
that.
right.
I don't want
I
England
was
to win.
right. Look at that.
Yeah, no, I know
Thuram
that.
Gladbach?
No, I know that.
Oh,
I
there's
think
another
There's
Gladbach
another
lad.
guy. No, I'm not sure if it's Gladbach. There's another guy in the Bundesliga. Yeah.
Maguire's class, isn't he? He's
Yeah.
just so good.
He's having a good game, Maguire.
But that I don't get that. It's
Him
just,
and his big head. So good together.
the thing is, I think the best two defenses in terms of consistency in the tournament have been Morocco and England
Yeah.
from the games I've watched.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
England had 3 clean
England
sheets in a
have-
row. But we've been quite shaky getting caught out. Like against Senegal, they could have had a couple early on,
Morocco
couldn't they?
conceded 1 goal,
Yeah,
and it was
Morocco
against
class.
Canada, wasn't it? Was it Canada?
I love Morocco.
It's mad that.
I'm like Dave Pritt. I love Morocco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave absolutely
Loves Morocco.
He's always in Marrakesh and
Yeah.
all them other places, you know.
Oh, Morocco.
But what an opportunity getting to the semis and play. Well, we said that about Croatia, didn't we? And that went well. But it is a good opportunity, isn't it? If we can get past these. Lots of people said if you win this game,
But the thing
whoever
is,
wins
the
this
part
wins
of
the
their
World
defense
Cup.
is injured. I don't know if they're going to be fit.
Morocco.
Morocco, yeah.
Oh, class.
Agadir and Saiz come off injured today.
Yeah.
You're bad, you.
Take it.
Hey, class.
Personally,
Hey, the
I'm-
more they're injured, the merrier.
I have
what
to.
they
I
do.
have to support Morocco anyways by default
What? Why?
because I'm North African.
But you're not
Is that-
Moroccan.
Is that how it
No,
works?
yeah, that's literally
yeah,
how it works. Yes, everyone. Yeah, North Africans just all support
Right.
each other.
So
I
you've
think
got to,
that part of the world. Just bro,
Yeah.
like every game you went to, you just seen people with, like Libyan flags and
right,
stuff.
fair
There.
enough.
It's the vibes, man. It's the same vibes.
I hear it, man. When I was in South Africa, everyone got behind Ghana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
when South Africa went out, everyone got behind them. Like in South Africa, like the South Africans,
That's
not just the
class.
Ghanaians. So
True.
I kind of understand that.
Mate, I was there chanting all the Moroccan chants and that
Really?
is, bro. Their fans are unreal, man.
All right.
So good.
Would you rather Morocco win the World Cup or England win it with Rashford scoring the winner? I know you'd rather Rashford win that. I know you. You think I love Marcus? He puts me in the shade. Right. Remember when Marcus had that little lean spell last season? He was having none of it. None of it on socials, bro. Like, even I was like, the geezer's having a bit of a stinker this
he
season.
did
He's
have
having none of it.
Yeah.
Like, none of it of anyone.
Yeah.
I used to see him on my timeline. I was like, bro, it was that bad. I didn't even like liking some of the tweets because I thought it's like so pro Marcus. And I love Marcus, but these are so pro.
Go on. Saka's so good. He's give that one. Saka has been man of the
Saka's
match
been
for
man
me.
of the match.
Honestly, man
He's
of the
been
match.
This is a big game for Saka.
Yeah, it is.
Like for his career, like it's one of them like statement games.
What a footballer.
Because Theo Hernandez is a good fullback.
We can do these. We can do
Hey, do you know what though? You look at it. You look at Saka. I know they've lost Jesus, but Arsenal looking alright. You know.
Yeah? Yeah?
Arsenal are a problem. A real problem.
I'd take Arsenal winning the league this season.
You take it.
Fucking right, with over them.
I'd
bloody
quite like
bastards.
something different.
100%.
Just as a Premier League
No,
fan.
is their fans piss me off, but I don't care about the fans.
Where
like that.
Newcastle only 2
I think
spots
I've grown
behind
up
them,
out of
so-
that phase where it's like, oh, Liverpool fans are going to be so annoying. Oh, Arsenal fans are like, I care more about like who's going to catch us.
I think we're scoreless. Got a feeling. I think Maguire nods in Henderson's cross.
Have you seen something?
No, I've just got a feeling. I don't have my phone on us. Believe.
And
Maguire!
oh, what an effort!
Shut off.
What an
I
effort!
believed it.
Brilliant effort, to be fair. That
I believed it.
nearly found the corner there.
Oh, I believed it.
Mate, imagine Maguire scoring against France. I think he's on as well.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? It's good effort. That to be fair.
Oh,
He's actually had to do quite a bit there.
we've
Innit?
got to score. Oh, it's a
just
whisker.
curves.
It's hit the
it
post.
skims the bar there.
Hits
on
the
way out.
post.
You know what? Fair play.
Exactly.
Fair play, Harry.
Hey,
And what a ball
Harry
from Jordan
Maguire.
Henderson as well.
Harry
Yeah.
Max.
England's best ever defender.
Oh, we're just going to forget Henderson's ball in.
What? Any fucking idiot can have
All right,
pinged the
yeah.
ball
Oh,
like that.
played
Come on.
Saka.
Harry Maguire did all the hard work.
Great, go on, Saka. Hey! Go on.
Hey, what are you doing winning that ball off him? You're not allowed to do that.
Innit? Exactly.
Cheek.
Oh, we just played
Nah,
so
to be
well.
fair, it was a decent ball from Henderson.
It was, wasn't it,
Yeah,
Jay?
yeah,
it was a great ball.
You hated seeing that.
Nah, do you know what? I don't mind
If
Henderson that
someone
much, to be honest
does,
with you.
yeah, if someone does something right.
Go on, Shaw. Oh, he's offside. Leave it.
He
leave
wasn't
One
it,
thing I
leave
will
it.
give
All right,
Henderson, he's a
he
bit
is.
of a little bit of a social justice warrior.
Yeah.
He's learned the error of his ways since T-shirt gate. I think he's one of the.
T-shirt
I think
gate.
he's one of the few players that actually gave a
That
shit
was
about
embarrassing,
Yeah,
wasn't
because
it?
he met with Anton, didn't he, for that documentary?
Oh,
and
okay.
apologised to him and said like, that Suarez thing, I got that wrong.
Oh, go on, Maguire. Man, that's good, that. Look how
I think some of these French players are gonna get a red, you know,
Yeah.
because like you got Griezmann and Dembele.
No one in the
on
middle.
others.
There's no one in the middle.
Oh, the corner. Is it a corner or has he missed that?
I thought
What's
he
a
scored
ball
then, you
from
know.
Shaw? Yeah, Theo Hernandez put that behind, I think.
I didn't see him just sneak in.
Ball
No.
from Shaw. This.
What a ball from Shaw that is.
What's
though.
happened?
Good
Has he just
defending
missed
now.
it? He's not just missed it.
No, it's Theo Hernandez, I'm pretty sure.
Please say Hernandez got there. He got his
Oh,
knee
yeah,
on it.
Hernandez is the back
Hernandez
of
got
his
a
heel.
knee on it as he fell. Good defending from Hernandez. Oh my God, England have played so. What?
He's giving it as a
Saka.
foul. He's giving it as a foul. 'Cause
No! It's not. Is that a foul?
I'm glad we got Ethan on because he's actually a proper England fan.
Nah,
isn't
you
he?
need that though, don't you?
Yeah, he do.
Because like we're too casual.
I'm way too casual about this.
Hey.
See me change though when MR comes on. Be on the table. Just kidding it. You're gonna see me standing on a table like this.
That's it, man.
Come on.
Do you know what I mean? Either that or put Maguire up front.
Oh, Harry
so
Maguire.
close. Oh, it's so close.
You know what? Imagine England Argentina final. Everyone's expecting one of them typical like Lionel Messi edge of the box bangers.
Oh my
and then it's
God.
just like Maguire in the 95th
Maguire.
minute. Bullet header. Bang.
Imagine a statue of Maguire outside Wembley next to Bob.
Yeah.
You'd have to get a
Right.
statue in it. If
Too
you win
right.
England the World Cup, you'd get a statue.
Yeah, of course you would. He's
And you know what?
class.
For him, he probably wouldn't even care what happens anymore in his career. He'll probably go to United and have so many.
That's what we want.
No, I'm not saying that.
Harry
But
Maguire
he'd
back
have-
at United,
but
not caring anymore.
He's trash for us anyway. So. No, but I'm saying he's trash for us. I don't even dislike the guy. I think the thing is, I've defended him a lot.
Yeah.
Times where I probably shouldn't have, anyways. Because I actually think he's still a good defender, but mentally he just.
He's just his
he's off
confidence
it.
has been.
His
knocked.
confidence is so off it at United that it affects his.
And also
his game.
England play differently, don't we've? Like I know you've brought in
Tournament
Casemiro.
football
He's
is
not had a chance to play with Casemiro. At England, he's had a chance to play with Rice, etc. Rice and Henderson sometimes in front of him.
Go on, first time that Luke. Good
Ball
ball.
that again. Nah, there's no,
No one
there.
challenging that though. I think
Somebody
there's
there,
a
someone
couple
on the
more
back
bodies
post.
in the box. Fine Saka there.
Come on, Jordan.
What are you trying to do?
Good lad. Come on, let's
Is
be
that-
supportive, yeah?
It's England's ball.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, defender. I was thinking.
Hey, we'll have that.
Oh!
It's not a penalty. No way it's a penalty, but we thought we'd shout it anyway. Oh, yeah, go on, Bellingham. Keep shouting.
No,
Why
England have
not?
been better.
It's not a pen,
They've
is it?
been the
Abdul?
better team.
Is that a pen? Oh, his foot's high.
This Upamecano guy, bro, he's got some dodgy moments. I think Kanate is better, you know. Much better, in fact.
Go on, Rice. Oh, unlucky.
Oh.
Rice, baby.
I actually think we get a better final if it's England-Argentina as well, you know. Like, I think
Mason Mount warming up. Fuck off.
Marcus is not going to
Hey.
get on, is he?
Can't say that Southgate ain't got a sense of humour.
But the thing is, if you put Mount in midfield, though, no, to be fair, no, hear
nothing
me out.
changes whatsoever.
Nah, if you put him in for Henderson, no, is it like the attacking midfielder? Then you put
To be
Rashford.
fair, I don't think Henderson's been that bad this half.
No, he's not been bad, but I'm saying because I doubt Henderson plays for more than 90, does it?
Do you know what?
I just hope it's not.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
I hope it's not for one of the forwards because that would be a very negative move.
I just don't get that move, me.
I'd feel horrendous if
I
they
don't know.
score now.
I honestly do think actually it's probably a good time to bring on Marcus Rashford.
What
now.
the hell, Walker?
75th minute.
Fair play.
I wouldn't even mind Mount coming on midfield, but then I'd bring Rashford on for like Foden, I think. I don't know if Foden's had like.
Oh my God.
It's still dangerous, man. Can't be too complacent here.
I feel awful now, Drew. This is horrible. I'm believing a bit too much.
AC Milan combination.
And they could just do something to us. Oh, God. That was
Luke Shaw did well
a bit
there.
too high.
Put him
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, get up, Giroud.
– 15 minutes from destiny.
Do you feel a bit nervous now, Drew?
A little bit, man.
I'm
Yeah.
more nervous about our game against Barca in Feb.
Oh.
Innit?
Are you joking?
Yeah,
You don't
he's
think that.
more worried
You're
than
not
that.
saying that.
Look
for
at this
real.
run.
Yo, Harry
Go on.
Maguire is genuinely the greatest ever.
I told you.
I don't think he's up for debate.
Bellingham's
What
so
is
goat.
that run? That
He's the goat.
The marauding. He's the goat. The goat.
Go on, Saka. Oh, he's not getting there.
Oh,
Just stop him. Stop him.
what a tackle.
Good tack. Important that. Force them back.
What's the beef between Argentina and England again?
Oh, there was the
Falklands,
Falklands in '82, I think, and then obviously
Maradona.
God sort of exacerbated that.
The thing is, yeah, I would want England to beat Argentina. But
Oh yeah,
not
Dave
close.
Pritt still carries he's still fuming about the Falklands.
Why is
Mbappe's
that? What
so
happened?
brilliant. What a save!
What a save!
What a save!
What a save! Now that's a fucking mint save.
Wow, it's a match save and save.
Should have caught it.
Wow.
Nah, but what happened in the Falklands? They were fighting
sorry,
over
sorry,
it's like
sorry,
an
is that
island.
Islands near their
Straight.
gaff.
Can we pause the Falklands? How's he missed that?
We
It was hard
owned
effort. It
them
was on
somehow,
in the air, innit?
and then they invaded them. So Thatcher sent the lads round, and then sent the lads round to go.
Why acting like they're going round like
to go and give
someone's
them a
house
slap
to
and that
sort
and take it
something
back
out?
and that and say,
Not just taking over a whole place.
What do you think you're doing?
So wait, so England had that land initially?
That's yeah.
Is it a land or is it like
It's
an
islands,
island?
but it's near Argentina, but like
Who own-
hundreds
who-
of years ago, 2-1.
Oh, that's incredible.
We had the warnings, so many warnings there. 3 times.
They don't deserve it at all. They're also mad that like the subs just didn't come in, and I think that killed England. The subs should have come on. The opportunities were there and behind the defence.
Gareth Southgate is a fucking idiot when it comes to subs. I'm sorry. He is. I rate the guy as what he's
Subs
done as an
killed
England
it.
manager, but substitutions and that, and his in-game management is poor.
Poor.
Croatia was there for the taking. Italy was there for the taking. Yeah, the 2 biggest games of his life,
Subs
and he
has
got
been
it
so
wrong.
bad. Subs.
Do you know what I
have been
mean?
bad.
He was
Subs
bringing
have
on
been
like
poor.
fucking what was it against Italy? Bringing anyone last minute just to take penalties. That was his only changes he's really went for.
And those didn't even work out. Everyone just missed them. Sancho, Rashford. Wow, Giroud, man.
Better French people in the chat buzzing.
Fairs. Oh, is that F. Maguire?
Oh, is that? Yeah, it's not even a Giroud goal. It's a Maguire goal.
Maguire goal. Oh, you just
So
know
that was-
Maguire's going to get killed now.
If Maguire gets killed for that,
He will. He will.
yeah, you're right.
He can't put a foot wrong.
yeah,
He literally can't. As in, like, if he puts a foot wrong, he's
can't put foot right. You mean?
Can't put a foot right. Sorry.
It's all right. I got what you mean. You're
My
all right,
head's
son.
gone.
Come on. Hey.
Because it was there.
Wasn't that long ago I was seeing you doing selfies with Fred pinging him in? Well, try to ping him in behind you. That was jokes, that.
That was vibes. That I was behind the net with like the Brazilian drillers.
Do you remember when everyone thought
Loving it.
Brazil were going to win the World Cup because Richarlison was fucking tearing it up?
That was pain that they went out to Croatia. Oh.
Thing is about Giroud, he's always been there and thereabouts, hasn't he? Remember in 2018?
Did always Morocco have a bigger chance now? So I'm buzzing. For me, it's a win-win for me. Anyways, like I think England would have beaten Morocco, but I think Morocco might beat France.
Nah, man.
Trust
I don't
me.
know, you know.
You don't know about the fight.
I still think as
There's
well.
there's
With them teams, though, you know better than me, but you take one or two players out of them teams, it hurts them a lot.
True.
And they've lost, like, was it 4 players or 3 players, sorry?
Well, the guy that got sent off is just pure trash, so that is an absolute dub.
Henderson
because
sucker off.
He's been
Mount
sabotaging. How's Rashford not got on the pitch? Nah, this guy's taking the piss, man. Like, he actually is.
Is he injured or something?
He's not injured. He's just Southgate's weird, man. What's the point?
Do you know what, though?
Hey!
That he proper bundled him over there, but I don't know if that's
about
enough.
that. I ain't going to lie to you.
It's not enough, that.
I don't even think Mount believes it that much.
Yeah, Mount's just getting on with it, innit?
I'm gutted he took Dembele off because he was on a yellow, wasn't he? Dembele, I thought he had one in him. Kingsley Coleman's.
Do you know what? He's done quite a lot there, bro. The ball's coming towards. He's done way too much there, you know. Bro, he's done way too. That's a foul, bro. Anywhere else on the pitch, and that's a foul. Anywhere else on the pitch, and that's a foul. I don't care. Mount's not getting the
so
ball.
much force.
That, you know.
Mount-
So much force
People saying
into
in the
him.
chat that VAR.
He's not. They're not going to get it. They're never-
Dave, do you want to come and sit in? I need a wee.
They're not going to get it, but
Go on, Dave.
because of the fact Mount doesn't look like he's getting the ball, does he? And because of that, they probably won't give it. But it's a pen.
But he's going to look. He's going to look. Come on, come on.
Look, the fact he's going over this time means that there's something there.
He's
It's
just
a pen.
wellied into
For
the
me,
back
it's a
of him.
pen because if you take someone out like that anywhere else on the pitch, it's a pen.
What's he doing? It's
What's
so
he trying to
stupid.
do, yeah? He's
It
took
is,
him
it
out.
is,
It's a
it
pen,
is,
bro.
yeah.
There's shoulders and then there's that. Like, he's taking him out, bro. His whole body's shaking, bro. Like,
He's not got the ball. He's
he's
pushing to
knocked
his
him
back.
over.
If he don't give it,
Mount's,
Bro, he's knocked
Mount's
him on.
maybe getting there.
Oh, he's not getting that, but it doesn't matter, bro. That's a pen.
It's a pen.
There's
the
no
fact that
way.
he's watched it so many times.
It's not like
Makes me
Mount's
think he's not
died.
gonna
He
give
just
it.
took him out.
He's
Come
watched
on,
that
ref.
and
Come on,
given
ref,
it.
do
It's
the
a
right
on.
thing.
It's a pen. It's a pen.
Come on.
Fucking hell.
Wow. Extra.
God.
It's horrible, isn't it?
This is just horrible. This is horrible, but we've got a chance. Come on.
It's a card. It's a card, though. How's there no card there? If he's fouling the last man in the box, how do you not give a single card? Like, not a yellow
Because
card.
I thought
I think.
I don't expect him
Hang
to
on,
get sent off. What's a yellow?
What's he doing? What a stupid challenge.
Yeah.
What a moron.
Keeper had that.
go on, keep chatting to him. Keep getting up.
I don't know why he did that.
It's been a great game, this.
Harry Kane again against his teammate again in Lloris. Does Lloris know him too well, or
That's the part I was saying behind there.
Kane do it again?
How many times do you think they practice penalties together?
That's what I mean. I know, mate. But Kane's just so good at them, isn't he?
Oh, yep.
I know
I hope you're right.
he missed against Denmark in the semis of the Euros, but he scored the rebound.
Watch him from that angle. What's he fucking doing?
Penalty, Jay.
Why is he saying no way? What do you mean no
Might as well
way?
squeeze in all 4 of us here for this.
Yeah, do you want to sit down?
Let's squeeze in, squeeze in.
Kane's going to...
Come on.
Kane scores this.
Second penalty against Lloris, do you reckon?
Yeah.
Mind games are crazy.
Kane scores this, 100%.
Sterling Mount on.
I'm not even gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna wee myself.
Chuck us that wire, Abdullah, please, or someone chuck us that wire.
Come on, Harry.
If Lloris saves this,
Become the all-time
Spurs-
top goal scorer as well.
In fact, Laurie
Spurs-
says this and never talking again.
Spurs should terminate his contract immediately.
Yeah, innit?
He scores this all day long. believe it. Oh my God. Bro, and I did not see that.
Sky it? How do you sky that?
I'd never in a million years thought Harry Kane missed the penalty. I certainly think he missed the fucking target.
He did
The
the
guy's
exact
pretty
same.
much like a machine.
He did the exact same.
Finally! Fucking hell, World Cup have we?
He done the exact same pen against Frankfurt in the Europa League.
Did he hit the bar? Oh no.
Such a bad pen. He's trying to just go high up for no reason there.
As if you're giving Marcus Rashford 6 fucking minutes. You absolute dickhead. Fucking hell, man. Do you know what I mean? No pressure, son.
Joke.
Go and win us the fucking game.
Foden and the thing is, Sterling and Rashford playing off Kane was always like a good three that England were playing, but they never do it enough. Like I remember a few years ago they went to Spain and they just teared it up.
Who came off for Sterling?
I don't even know. Was it Saka?
Shaka.
Really?
That's poor, that man. Like I think, thing is, Foden is top. Don't get me wrong, but you either put him in midfield, yeah, and then take Henderson off. What are you doing?
What are you all fucking moaning about? Sit down.
I hate this. This has been mad, this. Oh, man. That's so jarring, yo. You know what? England have definitely been the better team. So got the ball, man. Come on. I hate this ref. This ref is awful. It doesn't matter if England have got them pens, man. This ref just stinks. And I don't even care that it's England. Some of these just calls have been horrible, man. You can't make some of these calls, man.
I can't. If you put in the chat, I can't really go in the chat, man, because you're too far ahead of us. So I'm gonna have to just ignore the chat for a little while. So apologies, because, like, honestly, when I'm going on it now, we're on the 8. Well, you can see what we're on the 85th minute. I think some of you are practically at full time. I think we're 3 minutes behind the actual time. So I'm not going in the chat. Just forgive me, because I'm gonna get a heads up, and I don't want one.
Well in, Maguire there.
I want to experience Rashford's equaliser in all its glory without anyone giving me a heads up.
Wow, man. Do you know what it is? If England didn't play well, then fairs, but I think they've been the better team. Honestly. I think it's fair to say they've been the better team.
I honestly can't believe Harry Kane missed that. Harry Kane put us, equalised for the get us through to the semi-final and to break Rooney's record. I think Dave was saying,
Yeah.
like nailed on. I thought, and I don't buy into that thing. Oh, Lloris knows what he's going to do because he's playing. I think that's a load of bollocks.
I think he's definitely overthinking it though, like that. Do you not reckon?
Good point.
He thinks I need to hit in a certain.
Do I do what opposite of what I normally do?
Does he ever roof it? Because the first one he basically hit it quite up.
Nah, it was.
He always I feel like his pens are always like quite bottom cornerish, or like they don't really go high up. And I think both times.
Do you remember the last World Cup though? A lot of them were like similar ones to. Because a few of them, do you remember, were like side netting type, but good penalties though.
He's a good penalty taker.
Like,
he doesn't go to
there's
the
not
right.
many I'd have over him. Taking up, in football in general. I don't just mean for England, obviously, but his record is as good as anyone's.
France, I'm sick of France as well. Like in the knockout stages, they're so boring, bro. Like in the finals. I reckon Argentina win it now. The whole thing.
The thing is, we can still fucking win.
England, I think, were the only team that
I think England still win
that
this
could have
game,
beat Argentina.
France have been all over the gaff.
They'll get through it. They just got that.
I just feel like fucking we waited too long with the subs, the changes. I'm not gonna lie, I criticised the Mount one, but fair play to him, he won the fucking penalty. Have a dig.
Why? There was a run through the middle.
Trash.
Fucking hell.
If you're gonna shoot from there,
Fucking
you
hit
gotta
the target, man. That was fucking miles away.
God's sake, man. It's running away from him, innit?
He's not set himself properly.
Yeah, he's not set himself.
It's fucking. He's not even got.
He can
his
still
foot
drive
round
it. He can still
Yeah.
drive in the centre, then hit it. Like I don't know why he's trying to do that. That's awful, that man.
Take that off. Do you know what I mean? Why you fucking stood there with your Santa hat and scat and
I think
beard on?
I think the thing is with England, I reckon that's arguably they're in. It's a fair argument that they're probably the best team left in the tournament alongside Croatia and Argentina, from what we've seen.
England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously them going out. I reckon Morocco can do France. I really think they can do France. And then it's just going to be one of them like dumb semi-finals.
If you're in the chat in the comments, I can't. I'm not getting
Everyone
involved because
dumb
you're
finals.
miles ahead of us. I'm ignoring my phone. It keeps buzzing every 5 minutes. I don't know what's going on there. I'm just ignoring everything. I'm not going on socials because we're on 89th minute. You can see what we're on. That is what we're doing. It's just really frustrating. Because this game is there to be won. Do you know what I mean?
The ball-
France haven't turned up really.
The changes were there to be
Do you know what I mean?
a lot earlier, man.
Like if France had dominated us the way everyone predicted, I think fair play. But they haven't. Mbappe's had a few snifters, but
Well,
it's better defending that. Help him out.
I think there'll be like 10 minutes at a time doing this.
Yeah, they do. They love that.
And obviously
Anything
we've
less than 6 minutes is a joke.
We've had VAR.
had VAR a couple of times, haven't we?
It's frustration.
So bad from Sterling.
Come on, we need.
Do you
give
know
us
what?
10
I
minutes.
might be made to eat my words, and I hope I am. I don't get the Sterling thing. The guy's been on a plane for the last 2 of the last 4 days. He's just had his house burgled. Like, I
And
get
he
it.
comes on before Rashford.
I get it. Like, you know,
8
he
minutes.
deserves credit in that, and I'm not knocking the kid. But that's not great preparation for a World Cup quarter final when you've got other players who've been flying. Do you know what I mean? Like, people saying, "Oh, he'll be angry and he'll be worked up," but that's not necessarily a good thing. I don't know, man. It's a strange one for me, that.
Yeah.
And I would have liked to have seen him feature at some point because I think he deserves it, but that wouldn't have been my first sub.
At least Varane's going to the final. Or semi. It's unfortunate that the way the Giroud goal happened for Maguire. Probably should be in front of his man, but it's just, I think he's had a good game outside of that moment. Mbappe, he's been quiet today.
This is what I mean. Walker's done a job on him. I don't like he's had a couple of moments where he's got away from
Sterling
him,
now.
but by and
England
large,
can't play out. They actually can't
he's
get out.
done well with him.
England can't get out. This is poor, this.
How old's Mbappe?
Look at that play there. That's what
Come on,
needed
England.
all game, man.
Back stick there.
Rashford should have been on.
Lloris all over.
He's
He's
touched it.
flapped at it. He's flapped, Lloris.
What did you say there, Callum? Sorry, bro. Mate, imagine winning, if he does, imagine winning 2 World Cups by the time you're 23.
Insane.
That's fucking unreal levels, that.
I don't think.
Come on. Bro, man, the guy could end up winning 4. Got to get past us yet, though. It's not over. Come on. Luke Shaw to Maguire.
Run a little bit quicker,
Rashford.
please, Luke.
To Rashford.
Knock down Maguire to Rashford. It's pain.
He's had a good tournament, Luke Shaw, hasn't he?
He has. Not even a bad ball, you know. I think too many England players are in that centre
Yeah.
zone there.
Not mixed it up or anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they needed someone like the front post there.
Come on.
Get that wide and then like dip it like through Shaw there. Just get Shaw to cross it in. The man's covered him now. Just he was on before. He's not gonna cross it in well, is he?
Good hands, Lloris.
Lloris has done well.
He was on the deck now, and what they doing? There was an England player on the deck. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, Maguire there saying he got pulled.
Oh, Kane had to score that, man. How
Watch
is he
Maguire
not
here
scoring?
now. He's calling for another penalty.
No.
I don't
He's
see it
not- he's
myself.
never gonna get that. You're not getting 3 pens, are you?
Our ball. What?
Get a fucking grip of that French bench.
Isn't it? They're just all
Go
on
over
the
there
pitch.
and tell them
You
to
know what
sit
it
the
is though.
fuck
You
down.
got to do that though, innit?
They're all on
I
the
rate that.
Fucking do me head in.
I rate that, mate. You got to start doing that shit. You see, like what Netherlands and Argentina and
Yeah,
that. Bro.
yeah.
That's what you got to do, bro. Like it's all mind games and that as well.
He needs to fucking.
Bro, that
tell
was
them
an
to pack
England
it in.
throw, I swear.
If the Netherlands
Is it-
can do it, so can we.
What, lose on penalties after 2-2?
Get to extra time.
He's killed it now. Good old. You know what? Walker's done well up against Mbappe. Well in. What are you trying to do there, man? I don't know why Sterling's come on.
I don't get it.
Saka should be staying on.
It's just stupid. It's like, I get that he's been through a lot, right? And I'm sympathetic, and I think that if the game...
That's
you know,
why I wouldn't bring
but
him on that
I know,
situation.
and I just feel
man.
like the guy's been...
He's only just been travelling back,
yeah,
like
he's
you
been
said.
sat on a plane where everyone else has been training.
Rashford's been on it, yeah, and you've only brought him on right at the end. I don't get it.
Come on, Marcus. Fucking do something, bro. Go
Great
Sterling,
ball.
make us all eat our words
Great
now.
ball. Great ball. Go on, Sterling. Get a ball in. Well done. That's a good ball. Knock that back in. It's on.
Terrible clearance from France.
Well in. You know what?
So all he
It's
could
not-
all he
it's
could
not an
really
awful
do.
ball.
there,
All he could
Shaw.
really do. But why is no one challenging that line? A lot of these crosses in the end, like the England players are not in the positions at all. Like it's almost they're just watching the ball fly in into the box,
I know.
not challenge it. Like Lloris is just coming across to catch it every time.
It always comes down to a bloody penalty with England, doesn't it? No matter what, it's always a penalty that does us.
Some sort of penalties.
I can't believe it. Fucking Harry Kane with a penalty. I just honestly, I didn't have any doubt in my head. I thought he'll bury this.
I had that.
Both penalties. I was like, yep.
I was saying to you before, it was the exact same pen he did against Frankfurt in the Europa League this season.
Did he sky it?
He skied it. It was pretty much the same. It kind of went under the radar because it was not Europa League, sorry, Champions League, sorry.
What's going on here? I hope Morocco do these, man. That's painful, that, man. I can't lie.
He's there for the taking this game as well, man. It's on Southgate, this, you know.
Sorry, man, but them changes
it's
coming in
not.
that late is just a joke.
Sorry?
Not on Southgate.
You don't think this result's on Southgate?
No.
Fuck off.
Kane-
Why is he
Sterling
making the
Mount.
changes?
No, what?
Well,
Sterling, who's fucking not kicked a ball,
even
not
Grealish,
trained
Grealish
for
coming
3
on,
days.
Grealish coming on now is a joke.
I-
96
Grealish
minutes.
coming on now. is a
Also,
joke.
Oh my
I
God.
think we've had a really good performance. Obviously, Mount won the penalty. Who was a sub. who
How much
came
longer
on.
were you looking to?
And you'd back in to score that as well.
Like, Sterling. What was the point in that?
Grealish, 16,
Sterling
I would,
before
I would,
Rashford.
I would, no.
Marcus Rashford, right?
Sterling
Two
way
goals,
before Rashford.
I
won the
favour-
ball back.
joke.
One player of the tournament, right? And he's played 35
Yeah,
minutes
I
since
would-
then.
I would-
That's fucking mental.
I
And-
absolutely would have favoured a substitution of Rashford over Sterling,
No,
but
no,
I don't
but what
think
I'm
that
saying- no, what I'm
loss-
saying
in a
is
game of this
the-
magnitude.
the
No,
loss
hear
is
me
on
out.
Southgate's head.
No,
Of course
listen.
it is.
I don't
but
think it
before,
is.
Before that,
Yeah.
before that Giroud goal had gone in, if it was Giroud's goal, before that Giroud goal had gone in, England had so much space in behind France's defence, and you were like, bring Marcus Rashford on. Bring Marcus Rashford on.
But he doesn't
Bring Marcus
deserve-
Rashford on. There's space now. You bring him on when he's got to face 3-4 defenders up. Why are you utilising players in the wrong way? It's a joke.
That's the,
That's
difference
the issue.
between
It's not
an
hard.
elite manager and a decent manager.
No, but then people online will be like, but he gets the job done. This is what people were telling me after that USA game. It looks horrible. There's too much talent. England have arguably the best squad in international football. It's no joke.
No, I agree. I
It's
think our
a
squad
fair
is mint.
argument. There's so much quality in this English team. I don't remember England ever having this much quality as an actual squad.
Fucking hell, man. Why? Oh, has he got away with that one? I thought he'd give a fucking free kick now.
So what I'm saying is, first of all, the football needs to be looking better. And today it has, and I'll give him that. They've played good football. And the calls at the start of the game have done well. But before that Giroud goal goes in, there was a lot of space and the changes were there to be made.
Come on, man.
I hope
Fucking
they
one
turn
more
it
chance,
around.
man.
Come
One
on,
more
man.
chance.
Come on, man. Sterling, come on.
Rashford was there.
Fucking hell.
Oh, I don't
Fuck me. You think we're fucking 3-0 up?
my days, man.
Go on. One last fucking dig. Go on.
Just gonna have to put it in. There's no more
Yeah.
options.
Get it in that fucking
Good,
mixer.
Declan.
Go on,
Maguire.
Maguire.
Foul.
Marcus, free kick. 2-2.
It's going to be Mason Mount taking it. Okay. I do reckon Rashford does. think it's too close for Marcus. Though. It'll be Mount. I reckon that
I'm
one.
fucking shutting that in case it fucking tells me anything. Don't you say anything if you see it.
Marcus.
Fuck off, it's Marcus's this.
Does Marcus hit them well from close? Because like, see, oh my god, I hate this because if he misses it, then
It's not on him if he misses this though.
no, then people are just gonna go on about it. It's a free kick, I know.
Drew can fuck off as well, movie dickhead. I think it's 5-a-side.
Oh my god, I hate this so much. This is what I hate now. Thing is, Mason Mount from this same spot is put in a couple for Chelsea, hasn't he?
This feels like a penalty. This feels like a penalty, man. I can't watch.
She was at the PSG penalty.
It does.
God, this is too big, man. Oh man, I hate this so much, man. It's not going in. Like I'm gonna have zero hope. I'm gonna be negative guy. Just because it always works out, anyway.
Last kick of the game.
Hate it so much. Why has it gone down to a free kick? We acted like it's a pen, like it's such as like 0% chance. What an effort! Do you know what? Fair play. That was close, man.
It's not his fault, man. That was close as well, but.
Do you know what, man? It's a
fuck
great
off.
effort, bro. How does he not bring him on early, man? I'm sick of Southgate. It's a joke. So hard to. It's
Right,
harder to get it wrong with this
Are
team.
you okay, Ethan?
Game over.
I feel you're more emotionally invested than
Somewhere
us.
right, sitting, 'cause I need to go to the toilet.
Dave, come and sit in. Let's have a little. Yeah. Wait there a minute. Right, go on. No, you're right. Go on.
I know you're upset, Ethan.
I know, man.
Listen, I know you're upset, but how can you not say that's on Southgate?
Nah, wait a minute before we start arguing. Fucking hell. The kid's hurting.
I know, it's shit, mate.
It is shit. Listen, one thing I will say, right, is that, you know, in my lifetime, until I was fucking, 38, I saw England get to one semi-final. Do you know what I mean? And we've been knocking on the door a little bit now. I just feel like there's a ceiling with Southgate. That's my worry. Do you know, like, these big games like Croatia today, Italy, where the game's there for the taking, and you feel like Mancini in the Euro final, he makes a little change. He gets, do you know what I mean? Croatia, they were getting a lot of joy when it was Perisic, and it's like we didn't know what to do. Today, I felt like, for me, bringing Rashford on with 6 minutes or 4 minutes,
Ridiculous.
was madness. And I also feel Sterling, he's been on a plane for 2 days out of the last 4, had his house burgled, hasn't really as well this World Cup done a lot, if we're being honest.
You bring him on as a
Got a
last
goal
resort.
against Iran, but other than that, he's not really done a lot. And then you bring him on like with
The
20
fact they
minutes,
put
it just seemed a strange
Grealish on
one.
like in the 96th.
Yeah,
minutes.
man, it
It's
just
fucking ridiculous.
Ethan, you've been a bit more positive. What have you made of this?
To
Right.
tackle the Southgate thing, because
Yeah.
I know you used to will disagree. I think one important thing you need to remember is I think England played really well. I think England created chances. It was a really positive, good performance. If Harry Kane scored that penalty, which the substitute Mason Mount won, we wouldn't be having this conversation at all. It would be 2-2. It would be going extra time. It would be saying how well England have played and that they could go on and win it. How unfortunate they were to go 2-1 down. I don't want to blame the manager. I think Gareth Southgate has made this England team so much better than it was in previous years gone by. They play positive. The atmosphere around the whole England camp and the way they played today it just felt positive. It's just so frustrating. It's just one of those things. It was a missed penalty. It always comes down to penalties with us.
Don't get me
I
wrong.
agree. Before when you were talking about Marcus Rashford, I agree. He should have come on. I would have liked to see that as a sub, but I don't think that means England lost because Rashford
No,
wasn't.
but it's the fact
didn't
that
come
he
on.
can't sense that when we're attacking these options. You know what? Let's do a positive substitution. He only makes substitutions that benefit. Oh, let's defend. Let's do this. Let's just make it safe. You saw it in the Nations League. He's not good when it comes down to it. He gets lucky in cup competitions like this. At the end of the day, we've got an amazing team. who like there shows you what they can do. But when it comes to actually making changes in that team, he doesn't know what to do, and that's why he's got to go tonight. He's got to resign tonight.
Oh, that's ridiculous. That's
no.
what's,
What
why?
Because what's he going to do now? What? So we wait till the start of the Euros and then get someone else in.
You think Southgate was such a failure that he should resign tonight?
He should have gone before the World Cup.
Today is Southgate's failure, and he should resign.
No, he should have gone before the World Cup.
Why?
Because do you not see?
Because he got England to a semi-final of the World Cup and a final of the Euros.
No, I listen.
That's more than England have had in years.
So you're telling me no other manager could have done that, or no one could have bettered him?
I don't think that's the question. I think the question is what has this man. The question is not hypothetically what could have people done in another universe. It's what has Gareth Southgate achieved, and I think he's done really good things with England. He's got.
What can someone do better from this point on?
I think also, I think one thing in Southgate's favour that he's got the experience with this group of players now. He's achieved good things. He's been so close. I don't think this game is such a failure that he should resign. I think we all knew coming into it, France were probably the favourites. After it, England were probably the better team. Harry Kane missed a penalty. When the hell does he ever do that? And that's those little moments that cost you. It's not a manager's failure. I just don't see it. I think it's little moments
honestly,
cost
he doesn't make positive
let's
changes.
see what the comments are saying, and then we'll get into it. The Francie Brady member of the Academy for 24 months. You're going home. England's going home. He's got a lot of France emojis. The game of Pranan says the Southgate love is delirious. Ayazum Karachi says Kane and Maguire most overrated players in football history. Don't agree with that. Hang on a minute. James Vaughan says, remember your video, England best country at the World Cup? When did we make that?
I don't remember that. Maybe that's a Howson video.
Did we make a video, England best country at the World Cup?
No.
Remember that video?
Might be Howson.
Jay's hair advice. Do you remember that video? Fucking we all love Scousers. Yeah, because I don't remember any of them. Beers says, who wins, France or Argentina?
Rather France win.
I love Martinez. Is my favourite player, other than Marcus. Lisandro Martinez. I love the kid.
I do, but
I think Morocco.
Don't like what it stands for.
God, you don't. You just not forgive him for the fight for the Falklands. I love it. I know. Yeah, Ulrich Jude said I was torn between wanting Rashi back early over Ram back. I wanted Ram back early for several reasons. It wasn't a question uncensored. The answer was best team but won't win. All right, okay. Sorry, yeah. That England thing was a question on uncensored, and the answer was they were the best team but they won't win. Yeah, Foden was horrendous, says Gabriel. Say he didn't do a lot today. I think he's had a good tournament, but today I thought he was okay. Not great. You say, Eve, you're saying like it's more luck, that penalty, and that's the reason they went out. There's no part of you though that was like a bit surprised to see Sterling coming on, because I just find that baffling. A kid who's had his house burgled, so he's going through emotionally, has not trained for 3 days.
Yep.
We heard he was on a flight when his teammates were training.
Yep.
And he's been on is it a 9-hour flight or whatever it is to Dubai? So he's been on 2 9-hour flights in the space of 4 days, gone and met his missus and his kids, made sure they're okay. And obviously, my heart goes out to him. I think anyone who rubs ours is a fucking dick. And, I feel for the kid. Then he comes back and it's like, and also, just as an aside, even before he flew out, I don't think he was having a particularly great World Cup anyway. Comes back and then he was the sort of one that Southgate turned to first, which I found a little bit strange. Sorry, Ethan, what did you make of that?
Yeah, no,
that's not a no.
I agree with that. And when that point was brought up when the substitutions were made, or towards the end of the game when we were saying, is this on Southgate? I agree. I think the substitution should have been Marcus Rashford. His form this World Cup's been amazing. Coming on against Iran and against
Grealish in earlier as well. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you
then. Maybe over Sterling. I've got to say, Sterling, I think, is an immense footballer. For the Euros, he was incredible for England. He was incredible for Southgate. I think he scored maybe England's first 3 goals at the Euros, scored against Germany. Fantastic. But like you said, with recent events, I was maybe surprised to see Sterling come on. But do I think that decision, that choice to pick Raheem Sterling over Marcus Rashford cost England to get into the semi-finals of the World Cup? Absolutely not. The reason England didn't progress to the semi-finals is because Harry Kane, really unfortunately, he's usually so good at that, missed his penalty. the occasion must have just got to him. And that was that. It was that moment. Football's down to moments, and that was a key moment.
Yeah, of course, you're completely right there. But we're talking about, once again, penalties. So we're relying on penalties. Do you not think if we put someone like Rashford on, has scored 3 goals in this competition, obviously 1 set play and 2 from open play, we'd had open play chances where we didn't really have that.
You've heard what I said. I completely agree with that. I think the substitution should have been Marcus Rashford coming on.
Rashford, but getting us like at the moment.
But he did bring on players like Sterling. Isn't completely different to Marcus Rashford. He's a player who can get in behind. It's not like he's just went against forward players or bringing them on. I agree, Rashford should have come on, but I don't think that decision was ultimate in the scoreline in the end.
I think the thing with this, and I said this about the Croatia game, it's such fine margins that I think these things, that's why I think they matter. And I think giving Sterling 30 minutes or whatever it was, and Rashford 6 matters. Do you know? That's why, and it's not. And I am a Marcus fan, and I also think even someone like Grealish, like, what's your plan there with the last couple of minutes with Grealish? Do you know what I mean? Like, even if he'd have brought on Callum Wilson and just said, let's just fire some balls up, I'd have got that. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
I'd have gone, all right, last 2 minutes, listen, long ball it to Kane and Wilson. I don't want to see you move from their final third. And I wouldn't have, thought that's a particularly great tactic, but I understand it. Grealish with 2 minutes was a bit weird. Rashford 6 minutes, Sterling, and I think there's a sort of thing where you go, is there just a bit of a ceiling with Southgate, or is he just unlucky?
The trouble is, like, the next tournament's 2.5 years because of the way the World Cup is. Do we really want to wait 2.5 years to see if he's capable of maybe challenging for the next Euro?
So what you're saying, what are you saying? You saying get rid of him?
I'd say let's get start now. Let's get someone in new who can build up to that Euro.
It's interesting.
No point of waiting until the last minute and then.
Isn't it interesting? I think it was. I can't remember. Was it? Who did Steve speak to? Who said that he thinks he'll go? Was it? I think it was Shearer. Said he thinks, regardless of what happens, Southgate will go. Whether he wins it or doesn't, he says he thinks he'll go. And I don't think it'll be the FA to get rid of him. I don't think there's any danger of the FA getting rid of Gareth Southgate. I think they'd keep him for the next 10 years.
If Southgate leaves and it's his decision, he's, like you said, he's done 3 tournaments. Maybe that's quite a lot for a lot of international managers.
Yeah,
I understand it, but I don't think. I don't want tonight to be a resignation such as Roy Hodgson when he quit straight after Iceland, because that was a failure. That was an embarrassment. He quit, rightly so. I kind of don't want that to happen to Southgate tonight. I don't want it to be remembered like that. We got knocked out by France, the World Cup holders, for God's sake. They're a good team, and then them to quit, and it's just a bit of a bitter ending. I think maybe give it a listen. It's. I think it should be Southgate's decision. I don't think he should be sacked. I think he's done enough.
I don't think he'll be sacked. I don't think the FA.
He's gained enough respect to have that.
There's been managers who've had as many tournaments and not won anything who've been sacked the same as him. So I don't know why he's getting away with it. Not getting away with it, but why is he all right not to be sacked when there's been other managers who've not won anything and been sacked?
Because I think he's achieved quite a lot with England. I think
on paper we've achieved nothing.
But what about the previous so many years where we've not really when there's been such a disconnect and there's been such a failure in football.
We've gone into this World Cup where we've done it okay, got to France and we got beaten by a missed penalty. But do you not remember the pre-season before that, all this Nations League, how awful we were? People are forgetting that because we're in this tournament and Rashford scored goals, Kane scored goals, and everyone's going, "Oh, aren't we great again?" No, we were awful for a long time.
All right. You're saying you think it's time for Southgate to move on.
I thought it was before the World Cup.
All right, okay. Who would you like to see come in?
That's the big issue. These people paid good money. If personally, I'd give someone like Steve Cooper a go.
Fuck off. And that's a wrap, folks. There we go. That whole argument that Dave's just made is just ripped up.
How did Southgate get his job? Our England job. Tell me how he got his
England, is that England
but what did he win with England?
Right.
But Steve, do you think Steve Cooper is the man to win England the World Cup, Dave?
He's done it with England before, yeah.
What?
He's won the under-17s.
Is Steve Cooper the man to win England the World Cup?
Well, if you're going to Southgate,
no, I'm asking it. Is your appointment? It's not mine. Is Steve Cooper the man to win?
He's won a World Cup before.
So yes, Steve Cooper is the man
than Southgate.
to win England the World Cup.
Eve, you're obviously not on the Steve Cooper bus
no.
by any stretch. We'll get back to you guys in a minute. I think this is gold, by the way. And Dave, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not with you on the Steve Cooper thing. I've got to be honest with you, but you know, I'm sort of in between. I don't want to sit on the fence, but I think Southgate's got a ceiling. I do. I don't quite agree with you, Ethan, that he's unlucky. I think elite managers get it right in them situations. Fergie made his own look in 99. He made his own look in 08. You make your look because you've got that bit about you go, the tactic here is get him on, get in behind, do this, that, and the other. And I don't think Southgate's quite got it in him. The question is, can he learn that? Can he grow from these results and go, the next tournament, if this happens again, or, you know, if it's the Italy game or the Croatia game where we've been knocked out, has he got it in him to adapt? Now, I'm not so sure. My only issue is with getting rid of Southgate. I'm not a particularly big fan of his. I've never have been. But I don't think Steve Cooper's answers, and I don't know who is out there that is. The obvious one would be Eddie Howe, I think, and I'm not his biggest fan. I don't keep saying this. Yeah. But he's done a great job at Newcastle. A fantastic job. Is he going to leave Newcastle now? No. He ain't.
No way.
Not a fucking chance.
No.
Then the other one would have been, and someone just put it in one of the producer Callum just put, Graham Potter. Is he going to leave Chelsea now after he just took that job 4 months ago or whatever it is? I don't think he is. No. So there are your two English ones. I personally, and I'm the least jingoistic person you'll meet, I'm not particularly like, it's got to be English. I think it sort of has a good fit when it's been an English manager because it's someone that's sort of the press are a little bit easier on, and I think that can sometimes help. Alexi there, one of our social media guy, saying Tuchel. I don't think, and again, this isn't me being, xenophobic or whatever, I don't think the FA would give a German manager a chance, and I don't think the press would. I think the press in this country is still very right-wing, and I think you get a German manager in, as soon as he got a draw, they'd be on him. It would be almost untenable. I think an English manager would be, easier. The problem I've got is I don't think there's loads knocking down the door. I don't think there's loads where you go, it could be him, it could be him, it could be him. I think you've got like 2 or 3. That's my only sort of thing. And like, he's mocking you a little bit with the Steve Cooper thing. I think the fact you're suggesting Steve Cooper... No, hear me out. Right. The fact you're suggesting Steve Cooper in a big way shows how few other options are out.
No, I totally agree, but what you got to look at is...
Because if there was 5 or 6 managers who were English, who were winning things, you wouldn't be saying Steve
Cooper. Is Southgate
Cooper.
A good Football League manager?
No. Let's not forget,
he's a good international manager.
He got this job.
He's not good enough to win anything.
He got this job on
Whereas
default,
Steve Cooper, is he a good league manager? No, he's not been great.
Right,
International league-wise, he's been great.
Let's get into this. Then, because we've got some odds here. Mauricio Pochettino's 4-1. That's funny, that, right? Because I know you don't like Argentina, and you've never forgiven him from the Falklands. But I could see Pochettino. I could. Because I think there's something about him where he's got that sort of thing where I think people buy into it. Do you know what I mean? I do. I think he's got something about him. Brendan Rodgers, 6-1. Tuchel, 7-1. Eddie Howe, I've said him. I don't see him. Frank Lampard at 16-1. Fucking hell. Why don't we just give it a tea, lady? Like, why don't we just tell you what we should do? Let's throw a stone out the window here, and whenever it hits, we're giving the England job. If we're going to give it Frank Lampard, fucking hell, get a grip.
Pep Guardiola's there.
Pep Guardiola, right? I tell you what, right? Ethan will be manager of England before Pep Guardiola. Right? No disrespect, son. But there's no fucking way Pep Guardiola's going to leave Manchester City when he just signed a new contract to go and take over England. Do you know what I mean? Sean Dyche, 25-1. Fucking hell. Steve Holland. Right, forgive me.
The assistant.
Oh, right, okay, shit, I didn't even know that. Chris Wilder, 33-1. Dean Smith, 33-1. Mourinho, 33-1. Scott Parker, who just got sacked from Bournemouth. Bielsa, 51.
No,
Emma Hayes, 61. Gary Neville, 81.
No, Phil Neville. Phil, don't get him.
I'm waiting for Andy Tate to pop up on this. Andy Tate was on one of these ones. Sam Allardyce.
To be fair, he is the most successful England manager.
Let me get in some of the comments and then we're going to wrap up. Anthony Girton says, Southgate is just okay. He benefits from an incredibly talented squad, but will never have what it takes to make that final step. Listen, Ethan, I understand what you're saying. You're a proud England fan, and Southgate's giving you a good few runs in a tournament.
Yeah, I think
I'm not being patronising. I feel it.
He has. I think Southgate's given, me as an England fan.
Yeah, I hear that, bro.
been around a bit less longer than you, Jay.
That's a very polite way of saying I'm a lot older than you, son. I like that one.
In terms of like what I've had to enjoy, like with England, in terms of he's the best England manager in my lifetime in terms of giving me memories. And it's sad, obviously, having these conversations. It would have been brilliant if we went through. I think it was a really good performance tonight. But no, I understand what Dave's saying. Completely get that. There's going to be many people who say it's time for Southgate to go, but. For me, he's been a good England manager.
I just don't. The reason why is I just don't think he can win anything with England, and I'd rather him go now and let someone else build to the next tournament than wait around and then do it.
Yeah, understand.
And it's not like I'm not having a pop because he lost this game. Get rid of him.
No,
it's because let's start afresh.
I think
and build
the funny thing is, after the Nations League, there was a lot of knives out of Southgate, weren't there? And I didn't get that because I didn't think you sack a manager based on the Nations League. And I thought
it
his
was awful
tournament.
football.
I know, but I thought his tournament record. I'm with Ethan on this. Was good enough for him to keep his job, at least. And I thought one good thing about Southgate is he seems to get a good camp going. Now, you might know he gives a shit about that, bro.
I know.
Do you not remember
Germany, Baden?
Yeah.
Fucking, was it Japan? France, people falling out, cliques, 8 in the press.
Absolutely.
Just a shit show. Do you know what I mean? And with England under Southgate, there's been a bit of unity. Even with the press, I think have been on board with it. My only issue is, and I keep going back to it, has he got a ceiling? Can he get through that ceiling? I'll get a couple of comments and then we'll wrap up. But Ethan, I want to thank you. You've been great entertainment today, bro. You really have.
Thanks for having me
Dave,
on.
You've been great entertainment, especially with the Steve Cooper thing. Do you know what I mean? You're only joking.
Put your bets on now.
I'm only joking. The Gamer Pradden says, Rooney. Yeah, why not? Someone else saying Mike Bassett. Dan Rising says Mike Bassett. Listen, I know there's a lot of England fans out there that are hating, and it is shit when you go out of the tournament. But, you know, if you are a United fan, a lot of people watching this will be. We've still got Varane. We've still got Martinez. We've still got... Who else have we got? Is that it? Am I missing anyone?
I'm supporting Morocco from now on.
Morocco, yeah. We can Morocco. To be fair, Morocco winning the World Cup would be fucking amazing, wouldn't it? Come on.
It would be class.
That is unheard of, that. Come on. So, listen, there's still a lot of football to watch. Thanks to everyone who got involved in the comments and the chat. Don't forget as well, we've got an event coming up. 12 Days of Paddock. I never get that right. 12 Days of Paddock. Prizes to be won. You can win 500 quid. Yeah? So you can win 500 quid and loads of other prizes. Enter the membership. You get extra content. I'm going to do a vlog. When I say I mean Ethan or producer Callum are going to basically edit it all. I'm going to send them the footage and they can stick it together sometime next week. We'll get it out tomorrow, whatever. Of my little trips meeting Eric Cantona. So we'll have that as a little members vlog.
Not only
a members vlog there.
A vlog.
Yeah, a members vlog there for a little bit of extra content for the members. But if you're not a membership member, don't worry, we've got loads of other stuff coming up. I'll be outside Old Trafford tomorrow morning.
Speaking there, Joe, of getting me and Callum to produce, can I just thank Callum tonight for doing double the work because I've been sat here and obviously it's class. We all want to watch England, so he's been kindly
Can we just say it's all right?
working. So I appreciate Callum.
Right?
Thanks.
Callum makes me laugh, right? It's got a bit of a temper on him, Callum, sometimes, right? And we couldn't get the match on before, right? And you may have heard some banging about. I could hear him through there, fucking smashing the gaff up looking for the lead that he needed. And he came through, and then worst thing is he came back with a lead that he needed, and the match had reappeared on the screen. And I remember, right, I'm not easily scared. I thought, right, this guy's going to fucking throw his telly through the window in a minute. I might just leave him to it on that one. So thanks, Callum, for riding with the
cheers,
punches,
Callum. Thanks.
Thank you as well, Alexi.
Yeah, cheers,
thank you for you, Dave Pritt. Thanks to Abdullah as well. And a big thank you to my boy, Ethan James there.
And thank you, Gareth Southgate, as well, for a wonderful run.
And thanks, Steve Cooper, the future England manager.
Yeah, cheers.
Don't forget to hit like, share and subscribe. There's also a link in the chat for that event in Dublin. So we'll be there in the 30th with Brian McClare. But for now, England are out, but the World Cup goes on with Stretford Paddock. Thanks for watching.